Robin's got some charity stuff she's doing. I have a book out. Like, what is his end game? Like, he seems to want to get as many followers as he can, but is it just ego?
Yes, I think it's all ego. I think Ronnie is reliving high school. That's what it feels like to me.
Right.
That all of a sudden he's big man on campus and he has his group.
That's
and
right.
They have this thing going on where, he's sharing information with him about his life.
Yeah, that was a pretty good assessment, I thought.
Yeah, really. I mean, after seeing that Justin Bieber movie, they said that Justin is running his whole career on Twitter, where, he's constantly in contact with his fans, letting them know what he's up to. That's what Ronnie's doing.
My little monsters.
Like Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're all little... I'm a monster, too.
You're a monster.
A Munster. His little Munsters.
His little Munsters.
Mundsters. Little Munsters.
I've got a catchphrase. Oh!
Hello, Munsters.
I really have a genuine affection for Scott DePace, the director of our TV show. I really like the guy a lot. And
I do, too.
And then when I hear him, that's the other thing I wanted to compliment you on in your discourse with, your exchange with Scott DePace. I mean, he sounded like a moronic birther like yesterday, and I was listening to the wrap-up show. You were there, fortunately, to deal with it, but it was just moronic. And I went, geez, he's a bright guy, too. He got a high IQ. He's just
Yeah, but he
silly.
decides that his beliefs are facts.
Let me explain something to birthers like Scott DePace.
I'm not a birther.
You're a birther.
No, I'm not. I never once questioned whether he was a citizen.
Of course not, because
but
any
many
normal
people
person,
did.
Okay. Any normal person wouldn't be bogged down in this bullshit. But I'll explain it to them once again, because a lot of people are stupid and they don't read the paper and they don't comprehend. In Hawaii, this is part of our country, Hawaii. I don't know if you know that. A lot of people don't even realize Hawaii is...
It had been for 2 years at the time.
Okay, even better. Hawaii, to this day, is part of our country now. Okay? In other words, it's the same as, let's say, Kansas.
Well, that's why we have 50 states.
That's right. Some people think it's 52, but that's a deck of cards. Okay, so let me explain something to you. The state of Hawaii, when someone is born, they don't issue a birth certificate. They issue a certificate that proves birth, but it's an abbreviated version. In other words, Obama didn't make this up. He didn't say, I'm the only guy who was ever born in Hawaii who's going to have this abbreviated birth certificate. It's a birth certificate. It's legal. The man has been able to work. He's been able to carry on his life having this birth certificate. It isn't the full birth certificate. This is what they issue to everyone. Anyone born the same year as Obama got the same fucking thing. Everyone. So why, if you have a half a brain and you got any kind of IQ or time on your hands, would you sit there and question it? In other words, what do you think? He got an abbreviated birth certificate on his own? He's the only guy who was ever born in Hawaii? Everyone who was born in Hawaii has the same stupid thing.
Well, the whole idea is that Hawaii would go into collusion with him because they wanted a president from their state.
Now,
You're missing the point.
Oh, no, I haven't. I heard your point on the air. I'll address your point. So he becomes president, and he hears, like, if I became president and I heard people saying, well, I don't believe Howard Stern was born in the United States, I wouldn't even pay attention to it. I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then I'd go on and be the president.
It wasn't just a couple of people saying it. They were passing laws in states that said he was going to have to produce it.
It's as ridiculous
It's
as
huge.
anything. If you're the president of the United States and you're worried about A, today I wake up, I hope the economy doesn't crash. B, I hope I don't get assassinated.
You're wrong. You're so wrong.
I'm so wrong.
Howard, this thing was taken care of.
Statement?
Apparently, this
Scott,
thing was
that's like
taken
saying,
care of
what if
so
the
quickly.
president? You know how many people believe in this country that we didn't land on the moon? So the president knows this, and he goes, how am I going to prove to those whack fucks out there that we did land on the moon?
Well, apparently,
how am I going to do it? How am I going to prove it to them? He didn't wake up saying, I'm going to prove to every conspiracy jerk off, A, where I was born, B, that we landed on the moon. It's like these imbeciles don't think Osama bin Laden's dead. Our military, God bless our military. I'll tell you why they're so smart and why our president is smart. They took this rat fuck and threw him right in the ocean. Now, I'll tell you what, it alleviates all problems. Do you know the nonsense that would be going on with these shitheads we're at war with? If the body was still around, if it was laying somewhere, they would be carrying on. They would be like children tantruming. We wouldn't be able to stop the tantruming.
It would be a call to action.
They took that body, they dumped it right in the fucking ocean. They ain't worried about whether you believe he's dead or not. The president didn't wake up today and say, Donald Trump's going to tell me I didn't really kill Osama bin Laden.
Yeah, the same people who've been questioning my birth certificate will question this.
Don't worry about that.
Now, can I have a minute?
No.
Yes.
A minute with you is torture to me.
Well, you know what?
It's like waterboarding. It's like you're waterboarding.
Well, then I need to get my own show because
you got to
this
get
sucks.
your own show. Because I heard you on the wrap-up show.
Listen, Howard, this happened before he became president, for one. It was questioned. Two, apparently he was able to.
Do you think the president cared?
He was able to produce this.
That's why he threw Osama bin Laden.
Do you understand the significance, though? Imagine if he was not from this country. He passed all these laws. Everything would have been null and void, right?
You're a pisser. He's got a birth certificate.
Well, now he does. He showed it now.
He had it all along. They showed the thing that every citizen who's born in the United States in Hawaii gets.
Well,
what proof more do you need? We landed on the moon.
It was pretty simple to prove that.
You're out of your mind. You're out of your fucking mind. You should jump in the ocean with Osama bin Laden.
He should have done it, and then it wouldn't have been a problem.
Okay, thank you.
Right away.
I mean, you're infuriating me. Let me ask you a question.
You take an IQ test.
You believe in God?
Yes, I do.
Why? You can't see him. How do you know he's there?
It's called faith.
You have faith. Well, have faith the president's from the United States. Get out of here right now. Faith. He has faith. Have faith in your president. Get out of here.
I don't.
You don't have faith?
No.
Yeah, well, guess what? He got the job done. Get out of here. He's out of his fucking mind, this guy.
Scott.
Yeah.
I get the feeling that once again, you're feeling attacked for your political beliefs, being persecuted almost.
Attacked and understood would be a better way to put that. Yeah, these guys, it's not that I care that I'm attacked. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't go home and start crying over this shit. I just think that they're all wrong, and they don't see it. It's crazy. All Trump did was get Obama to put something out there that should have been out there from day one. Everyone's questioning his citizenship, so show the damn birth certificate and end of argument. Instead, he let it go for two and a half years, and Trump got him to do it now. So, as far as I'm concerned, God bless him. This argument is over. And Howard somehow is offended that he made him do it. That's crazy.
All right. Obama in 2012.
No way. Fucking get me out of here. Later.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John Hyde and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
On Monday's wrap-up show, we were talking to JD about Twitter and how much does he care about his Twitter followers. And we had a surprise guest. Larry King was walking through the hallways. We waved him in. And Larry King came in and spoke to us on the wrap-up show. I know it was only 5 minutes long, but we did get Larry King. Here's what happened.
JD, I want to talk about this I don't know if it's jealousy, envy, I don't know what it is with Twitter. We talked about it last week a little bit on wrap-up, but you care almost too much about Twitter. And I know it bothers you when people from the show get on and suddenly they've got a ton of followers without doing any work, so to speak.
Well, I don't know about that, but no, it's not a huge bother.
It's a bother to him because he made a statement on the air this morning that really, obviously, it really bothers him because whatchamacallit, he said about me being verified.
That helped,
that it bothered the crap out of him.
Well, we know the verification bothers him.
And that I'm putting up gay guys to follow, and this is the guy who's verified, and he's not.
Well, yeah, you messed up as someone.
All right, so I messed up. You never messed up in your life? Obviously, you have.
What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, right. It seemed like you had a problem admitting that you made that mistake.
I explained it. The O and the 0 look the same. I put up a capital O instead of a 0. Excuse me.
So you made an error.
Kill me. Yes, I said I made an error.
An innocent error, but
I made an error.
He wouldn't say he made an error, correct?
No, he wouldn't this morning.
Well, it was an O instead.
Right, but that's your error, even though you didn't do it on purpose.
I didn't do it on purpose.
But it's an error.
It looked the same to me. That's all I know.
But JD,
and the chick that I put up didn't have a beard, believe me.
But JD, I think you're lying. I know it bothers you if people get more Twitter followers than you do.
You know what? I like to. I don't know. I like to express myself sometimes, whether it's being funny or putting stuff out there that I think is interesting. So I would like for more people to be interested in that. But if more people are interested in reading Ronnie's misspellings and tweeting guys instead of girls,
dude, a lot of stuff you put up doesn't make sense either. You put a lot of stupid shit up.
I'm not really tweeting for you either.
But you put a lot of stupid shit up.
I'm not really tweeting for you either, dummy.
All right, I gotta go, and we're having somebody else.
I got a guest, Larry. Come on over to this microphone. Larry King stopped by. How you doing, Larry? Come right over to this microphone.
Wow, how many hosts?
Just two hosts,
just us,
and a lot of
Don't
guests.
worry, I'm leaving.
That's Howard's limo driver, who's also got 100-something thousand Twitter followers.
Oh,
he only has 80-some thousand.
So Larry,
how's Howard?
He's good. How come you never come by and do the show?
I'm never asked. How's his interpreter?
He's good. We'd always love to have you on the show.
How we do, Howard? I've got nothing against Howard.
Good. We'd love to have you. What are you promoting?
Oh, I'm doing a comedy tour.
Stand-up comedy?
Yeah.
I've
always done conventions and things, and now when I kind of semi-retired, am I on? Because I don't hear myself.
Yeah, you're on.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's a high. Oh, yeah. Hold it. Let me just talk for a while.
How many cities you doing?
Oh, I got a list here. I'm doing. I start this Saturday in Borgata in Atlantic City, and then the Wilbur in Boston, and then Biloxi, Reno, Las Vegas, Chandler, Arizona, Reykjavik, Iceland, Stockholm, Sweden, Bergen, Norway.
Are you really going to Reykjavik?
Yeah.
Wow.
Copenhagen, Munich, London, Morristown, New Jersey, Westbury Music Theater, Ottawa, Toronto, Santa Rosa, California, Newport News, Virginia, Tampa, Naples, West Palm Beach.
And when you stopped doing the CNN show, did you know you were going to do stand-up? Did you want to do something, or did you think you were done?
My nephew is Scott Zeiger, he's a big Broadway producer, and he's often seen me speak at conventions, and he says, geez, you're funny. Why don't we put together where you do stand-up? And they worked on this show. We got a producer and everything, and I go on stage. It's about 80 minutes of stories. It's all funny. I don't do anything serious. But I do. Last Thursday, I was in Portugal. I spoke at a big conference. I just did funny stuff.
But is it more like a stand-up comedy show? Or is it more like stories of your life and you're funny?
Correct. It's stories of my life. If there's a similar thing, it would be like Billy Crystal's 700 Sundays. I get up, stories of childhood, stories of broadcasting off the air, on the air, stories of family, stories, funny stories.
So after many years broadcasting, you finally decided to give it up.
Yeah.
Howard's been doing it forever. Do you think Howard will continue to do it? And
I remember when Howard was in Washington. How old is Howard now?
57 years old.
So he's been in how long?
He's been doing this at least 34 years, something like that.
Okay. I started in 57. How many years is that? 54 years.
Right.
That's a lot of years. So I'm 77.
Do you think he'll tire
When
of
I
it?
was 57, I never thought I'd leave. 57.
Right. Do you miss it?
I got ties older than that.
Do you miss it?
I miss it when there's a story like Osama bin Laden is killed, and I miss it when terror tragedy happens in Japan. But I don't miss it when a prince is getting married. Who cares? I don't. The Kardashians, I could do without. You know how I describe it. I got mixed emotions. It's like I feel I want to do it so bad one day, and then one day I don't miss it at all. It's like watching your mother-in-law go over the cliff in your new car.
Are you keeping tabs on how Piers is doing over there?
I watch Piers occasionally. He's okay. I think I like Piers. It's very different from me, and actually, it's hard. I'm a poor judge of it because I try. It's hard to be objective.
All right. Unfortunately, we got to wrap up today's wrap-up
That's
show.
it. That's the wrap-up.
That's it.
We're done. We're out.
So all of you are like Howard Sternites, right?
Yes.
You follow him.
Yep. We do.
He's your
We
leader.
work for him.
Goodbye.
Thank you, Larry.
All right, on Tuesday's wrap-up show, you're going to hear about how Benjy thinks I'm always picking on him, how I treat him like shit, how I'm always on his back, like a little crybaby. You know what? He's an asshole. Everybody thinks he's fucking nuts around here. Check it out and you'll see.
Gary and I were talking about how there does seem to be some underlying tension, Ronnie, between you and Benjy. And I don't want this to turn into a sticky thing.
No, it's not a sticky thing. I don't know if it's sticky with him, but it's not sticky with me.
All right, Benjy, you feel that Ronnie treats you disrespectfully and always assumes that you're doing shtick. Is that correct?
Yeah, not 100% of the time, but a good portion of the time. I feel that he's like not like the way we all act to each other, sort of in a fun, nice, friendly way. I feel lots of times he's not acting like that.
He's being mean-spirited towards you?
Yeah.
Ronnie?
I don't feel that way.
Do you like Benjy?
I like everybody here.
That's not the question.
That's not the question.
I like everybody here.
Do you like Benjy?
All right, do you like Benjy less or more than everybody?
No, there's no. I'm not going to put it on a scale.
Would you hang out with Benjy like outside of here?
I've hung out with Benjy outside here.
And when you guys hang out,
very rarely.
When you guys have hung out, have you ever? Do you have the ability to have real moments with Benjy? Do you guys chat and talk about life and stuff? Or what do you do?
No, we never really. I mean, we hung out. I a few places.
All right, well, let me cut to the chase here, Ronnie.
Yo,
what about Benjy bothers you?
Yo,
and be honest.
No, it's just all the sticky stuff. That's all. And it's like a perfect example this morning. He was coming in through the door, and this had nothing to do with me. Okay, I was just a witness to the whole thing. Now, there's two security people sitting out there. Fred comes in. He holds the door open for him. Okay? He's standing there with his key card, which he lost for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks at a time. And then he was my best friend because I would let him in every morning. I wasn't picking on him then, I guess.
Ronnie, I'm always
this morning, he comes in, and Fred holds the door for me. He doesn't have to put his card there, but he's standing there, keeps putting the card there. You know, for like a shtick thing. So
no, it wasn't. I'll give you an exact explanation of what happened.
Don't say it to me because it's got nothing to do with me.
So this is what upset
the
Ronnie.
security people said, "What the fuck is wrong?"
And
with
I will
this guy?
explain what happened because I've had a reputation of being late, and I've said before, you guys accuse me of being late. I always want there to be a record of when I come in. That's why
there would be a record on the other door.
But Ronnie, I swear on my life, that was exactly what's going through my head. I want to show that I've checked in.
Okay, great, but you could have done it on that door where you wouldn't. That's not where people who don't know
Ronnie,
you.
I wasn't doing
people
it for
who don't know you think you're out of your fucking mind. This is what I'm trying to tell you. But you don't believe me.
Okay, but you're saying because I wanted to check in my card, in effect, clock in. Maybe people did think I was crazy, but you're angry about that.
But
I wasn't doing it.
I don't care. It had nothing to do with me. I'm just telling you what people said to me after you walked by.
So you have emotion about that.
You could have clocked in on the other door, and they never would have seen it.
That wasn't in my. Ronnie,
okay, that's what I'm saying.
That wasn't in my head.
You made it so everybody saw what was going on.
No, I didn't, Ronnie. That's what you're assuming. I'm telling you the
with
reason.
the helmet on and the hat and a helmet.
All right, but Ronnie, say all this is true. Why does this bother you?
It doesn't bother me. I'm just telling you this is an example of the things that goes on here.
And that's an example of I'm not trying to use my keys as a show. I'm doing it for a specific reason, and that you're making it into like I'm doing
Benjy,
this
you
huge
have
thing.
such a reputation here of shtick.
I'm
with
telling
crap
you, every
in the mornings
thing
here.
I do, you think is like a
people
fucking
think you're out of your mind. I really and don't believe me. I don't care.
I think it bothers Ronnie that Benji's always looking for attention. I think Ronnie likes low-key people, and
I'm not. Everything I do, he assumes I'm doing it for
exactly.
a game.
Exactly.
You know what? It's almost like a bad marriage. They've gotten to a point where Ronnie thinks everything Benjy does means one thing.
And everything he does bothers him.
That's right.
Because it's like everything he does, well, I don't know now, but before everything it's all shtick stuff, man, and he knows it. He knows it.
It's not, Ronnie. 90% of the time you think it is. It's
well,
not.
Yesterday, Benjy said that everything Ronnie does is for attention. They were accusing each other of being attention whores.
All I know is my job is to be in the hall. His job is not to be in the hall. Carrying on.
All right, I try to get in without being in the hall.
No. That's not what I'm talking about, Benjy, and you know that's not what I'm talking about.
But Ronnie, I'm saying like I'm normally we've all worked with each other for a long time. Yeah. It's a nice atmosphere. We all enjoy it.
It is. It's great.
You are constantly a dick to me. Constantly. And I'd rather we just didn't talk to each other if you're going to be like that.
Okay, if that's the way you want it, it's fine with me.
No, I'm saying
fine.
I'd like
it's settled. It's settled. We don't have to talk.
Well, you're kind of being a babyish.
No, I'm not. You just said.
No.
What did you just say? You don't want. You'd rather not talk to me. It's fine.
I said we don't.
You think I'm going to cry and lose sleep over it? No, I doubt it.
I don't understand why you have to. You go out of your way to be insulting and rude all the time.
Insulting and rude. Okay. Okay, fine.
So where are we at?
We're at. I don't have to talk to him.
All right.
That's where we're at.
What's an example of Ronnie being insulting and rude? Going out of his way to do so.
He's always like yelling at me, like when I'm just like I said, walking to the bathroom or something. He's like, "Oh, why you have to do? Why you have to like?" I will try to. If you want me to, I'll keep track of it from the future.
Like he comments on your moves.
It's only I yell at you for no reason.
I'll give you an example. Like you're yelling at me today about using my key card because you thought
I didn't yell at you. I'm just telling you what people presume of you, pal. That they think you're out of your fucking mind. That's the reputation you have here with everybody in this lobby in the morning.
I'm sure you help it a lot.
No, I don't. I don't have to.
You were yelling at me this morning when I was trying to use my key card. Yes, you were,
Benjy,
Ronnie.
I didn't say a freaking word to you this morning.
You absolutely
did. First of all, I wasn't even there. I was walking out
and
as
you started
yelling
at me.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Well, maybe there's a video.
No,
of
I
it.
didn't.
You absolutely did.
Oh, I so did. Now you don't have to worry about me yelling at you.
Why?
Believe me, because I won't fucking say another word. You're dead. You're not even there.
Wait, now you're threatening not to yell at me?
You're an idiot. See what I mean? I didn't even talk to you this morning at that door.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
All right.
I didn't say a friggin' word to you.
Gary, it almost sounds like Ronnie's looking out for Benjy in a way. He's saying, like, this is what everybody else is saying about you.
Please, when that whole thing went down with Howard was going to fire him, yeah, I was there every morning waiting at that door to make sure he got in there in time.
to look out for me?
Stupid ass.
Ronnie, why? Listen, the thing is, like, I really do like Ronnie. Do you believe that I like you?
No.
I really do.
No, I don't.
I really do.
No, I don't believe
I have genuine affection towards you as a person.
No, you don't.
I swear on my life.
You don't. No, you don't.
I do like you.
No, you don't.
Why don't you think he likes you, Ron?
Just all the shit that goes on. He accuses me of being mean to him, which is total bullshit.
All right, well, you guys
the only time I'm fucking at him is when he's pulling shit and shtick in the hallway.
But
okay? That he says this is what he gets paid to do. Well, that's fine.
No, I never say that.
I never knew that.
That I get paid?
I guess, yeah. Well,
I do.
Okay. I'm glad you get paid to do it. From now on, I won't say a word to you because I didn't realize that you're on camera 24/7.
But
and
I'm
that everything
not,
that
Ronnie.
you do
I'm really not.
is being
listen,
filmed for in
Ronnie,
demand.
you joke
okay?
around in the halls a lot more than I do.
Because that's where I am all the time. You're in the show. I'm not.
but
I'm
Ronnie,
outside.
but
That's where I
I'm
hang.
just walking-
You hang in
I'm
there. I
walking to
hang
the
out there. That's my area. Your area is that you
And I'll
see.
give an example. You usually are yelling like this.
I'm talking about what's going on. You asked me, I'm answering.
Listen, you guys see me in the halls. You see Ronnie. Do you think Ronnie yells at me?
I think Ronnie tries to help you sometimes. I think that's, even though in Ronnie's way he might be yelling at you, but I think he's trying to say, hey, Benjy, like, this is the way people are looking at you and seeing you. Maybe you should
as a
not
psychopath.
do this.
You're saying Ronnie's giving Benjy tough love?
Yeah, like tough
But
love. That's the way
90%
Ronnie is. I mean, I think ultimately he's trying to help Benjy.
90% of the people here, I think I have a good relationship with Ronnie.
I didn't say I didn't have a good relationship with you, dude. You're the one who's putting it all out there that I don't like you, that I'm on your back all the time. Maybe I'm on, like you said, maybe I'm on your back because I don't want to see you in trouble all the time. Because you used to be in trouble constantly with Howard, and you'd sit there and you'd pull the same shit like you're pulling on me now. That he doesn't like you, that he's talking down to you, all kinds of crap like that.
But I don't like to be. I don't listen.
You don't like authority. That's your problem.
There might be some truth to that, but I don't like you constantly.
You don't like authority, and that's my fucking hallway. I'm sorry. And when you act like an idiot there, I'm going to tell you about it.
Right.
If you don't like it, it's too bad. I'm sorry.
I thought you weren't going to talk to me anymore.
I'm stating a fact to you.
All right.
Believe me, I will not fucking talk to you anymore.
All right.
Wow.
Better that way.
I think we finally got to the root of the problem.
We did. No, we totally got to the root of the problem.
What? I don't understand.
Ronnie feels like you disrespect authority, and he's an authority out there, so you're disrespecting him.
Yeah, well said.
I feel like I do treat Ronnie respectfully.
No, you don't. You treat me like a joke.
How do I treat you like a joke?
By telling me that I'm fucking on your back when I tell you something out in the hallway. You think it's a joke. It's not a joke. Because people think you're fucking nuts. I'm sorry.
And that's very respectful to talk to someone like that.
Well, no, I'm just telling you what people say behind your back.
All right.
All right? You go talk to the two people that were sitting out there this morning. You go ask them, the guy will be back here Thursday morning. when he's sitting there Thursday morning, when you come in, you go ask him.
And I'm
what
sure.
he said
let's say
when
I
you
did
came
that.
in.
Let's say I did that. Then you'd be like, "Why are you doing that shtick?
No, I won't.
Why are you talking?
Oh
to
no,
him?
I won't.
Why are you doing that shtick?
No, I won't.
Yes,
because he'll
would,
tell
bro.
you straight out. He thinks you're fucking nuts.
All right.
Hey, it's Sal Governale, and on Wednesday's wrap-up show, we discussed Sussy's bike tour and all of the crazy things that we ended up doing after our college years. Unfortunately for me, I was shipped off to Italy with my psychotic father, so check it out.
Another thing that got under Howard's skin on today's show was his update on Sussy and what's going on with his bike riding. I guess he hit a couple of bars down in wherever his path is taking him. And Howard got caught up in going, backpacking or taking a year off after you went to school. I mean, he feels like put on the suit, go do the interviews, get to work. Where do you stand on that? And I want to know where everybody stands on that, because some guys, I'm sure, took some time off after school.
Yeah, I don't agree with Howard completely. I agree with him some. I guess I took a month off right after college and did like one step up from backpacking. We didn't backpack, but we sort of went to these youth hostels, and we were on a trip. I was in Italy for like 4 weeks. I was back by a week after 4th of July. And, hit the pavement looking for jobs after that. So I thought that was an amazing experience. And I think that everybody should do that, because you are going to work for the rest of your life. And I didn't feel like a month put me behind everyone else. A year, I think, puts you in a weird disadvantage. I think it does put you a little bit behind everywhere else. And I think that a lot of prospective employers would say, well, what were you, if somebody went in for a job and you had them and they said, well, so what have you been doing for the last year? And they said backpacking across Europe. My first think would be like, oh my God, what a great life. So I think doing it for a short time where it doesn't make that big a difference, but a year is a long time. And Sussy doing it when he's in the middle of a career, I think on one hand it's brave, and on the other hand, I would never have the balls to do it.
Did you ever feel guilty that you took the trip? Because,
Never.
I mean, your folks paid for it or whatever other reason it might be?
No, I never felt guilty about it at all. And like I said, I never felt it interrupted what I was going to do anyway. I think most of my friends that graduated from college, I don't think any of them were out the next day looking for a job. I think a lot of them were like, you know what, let me decompress for a month and then I'll get my shit together and start looking for a job.
What did you do after school ended, Sal?
Well, he never finished.
My father shipped us to Italy first. We moved us there. And
but wait a second. What school did you go to?
Sachem.
Oh, that's high school.
Right. I went to Suffolk Community College as well.
Right.
For a little bit, And after I graduated high school, my father shipped us off to Italy. He was convinced that we were going to live in Italy. That was a complete disaster.
How long did you live in Italy for?
I stayed there for 2 months. They stayed for 2 years. I got on a plane right after the summer.
Wait, so you just came back without your family?
Yeah, all by myself.
And where'd you stay?
My grandma's house, on a cot, sleeping next to my grandmother.
And what'd you tell your family? This sucks?
Yeah. I said, that's it. I'm out. I'm done. I had a mental breakdown and I left.
By the way, if we get a chance, we should put up on the website. There's a picture of Sal when he was in Italy in a Speedo. That is and really ridiculously small Speedo.
Great photo.
Yeah. I used to walk down the beach and look for long rocks that looked like hard dicks, and I used to put them in my Speedo, and I would walk over people and stuff. It was great.
Wait, why did you have an emotional breakdown over there?
Because it was horrible. I mean, I was out here. I'm out here having a great time, drinking underage. I'm getting laid in Burger King parking lots. I go out there, you have women with their hair sprouting out of their fucking underarms like they're growing potatoes in there. And I finally picked up a girl. I remember sitting her on a bench, and I tried to kiss her, and she goes, no, you have to meet my parents first. And that was it. I'm like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm getting a ticket. I'm getting on the next plane. I'm out of this dump. Forget it. And all these Italians out there, there's a difference between Italian Americans and Italian Italians. They have this uptight attitude. They just look down at us. It was just, where are you from? America. And the first thing they would always say to me is like, you know where America is? America is here. And I was always like, what the fuck are you talking about? And that always used to piss me off. They were trying to say, like, this is the true America. This is the true land of the free and whatever. And one night I got really drunk, and some guy said to me, he goes, he said in Italian, where are you from? And I said, from America. America's here. And I go, you know what? If America's here, what the fuck is Italy? I'll tell you where it is. It's in a shit house. And this guy grabbed me, and I was running around this table, and I took off. And I couldn't wait to leave Italy. I couldn't. It was so horrible out there.
Sal, making friends on all continents.
And my dad goes to my sisters, you got to marry an Italian man, blah, blah, blah. You're not going to marry an American. You're not going to be a tramp. You're not going to be a whore. They went over there. It was like a smorgasbord of cock for them. It was like, oh. And I'm like, Dad, are you exactly sure you want our sisters here with all these guys with their dicks swinging around, looking at Nina and Angela and Melissa that way? And he kind of agreed with me, but didn't agree with me.
Weren't you the guy stuffing his Speedo with rocks, though?
For fun. I had nothing else to do.
So in other words, you were trying to bang and you were depressed, but you didn't want anybody to bang your sisters.
Exactly. And the only girl that I got, well, whatever they want to do is fine. I just put on the blinders and forget about it. Everybody's a whore but my sisters. So
and your mother.
Yeah, right. And I was just trying to make the best of things. I mean, it was just the only girl. I would do is I would walk. This guy from John from England and we would be on the beach and we would step over people and we'd say, "Oh, I'd like to fuck her in the ass. Oh, I'd like to tweak her nipples," because they were Italian. They didn't understand us. So finally, I said to one girl, "I go, oh my God, I would just love to slap my dick on her forehead." And she goes, "Excuse me," and she was from New Jersey. And guess what? I hooked up with her.
Nice.
So, and that was the only piece of American ass that I was able to get, and that's why I got the fuck out of that country.
Hey, John, what did you do after college?
I went across the country in a comedy troupe. I lived in a van for a year.
For a year?
Yes.
Do you regret that?
No.
Great experience?
Absolutely. But to Howard's point, paid for everything. We made enough money to survive out on the road, and it was well worth doing. Then afterwards, I went to work for an ad agency and did the whole.
But do you think that kept you behind your peers from college, that you waited a year?
No.
They were a year ahead of you?
No, I thought it was the time to do it, and I fortunately had the opportunity to do it and the means to do it, and didn't make any money, didn't lose any money, was able to live that way. But I didn't have a wife, kids, like the things that Sussy's giving up, I didn't have that to worry about. And yeah, it was like one of the best times of my life, absolutely. How about you, Benji?
Similar to you guys, but I took like 15 years off after college.
Now, what did you do when you graduated Penn State?
When I graduated Penn State, I stayed up there for a while.
And did what?
Well, actually, I left at first, but I went back to my parents, and I broke up with a girl, and I thought it was gonna be so easy. Like I didn't. It was my first like real breakup, and I just thought it was like no big deal. But I got devastated, and I moved back up there, and we got back together. But then
I guess were you looking for work right away, or not necessarily?
Well, when I went back up there, I worked at a radio station.
Well, there you go.
Well, if you're fortunate enough to go to college and spend 4 years up there, it's a great time, and it's very hard to leave that great time, and the friends you make and whatever else you're doing, if you can afford to do it. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. And a lot of people go out and work right away. A lot of people get the experience that you had. You had your Italy experience. Sal had his Italy experience. A bit different, but still, I'm sure you guys don't regret it.
My experience was so great, too, because all my parents, as a graduation gift, paid for the plane ticket, which I think was $700, and it was an exchange program with college. So we didn't have to pay for hotels or anything. And then I had a graduation party, took all that money, and that's what I paid for food and drink.
On Thursday's wrap-up show, the discussion was about who is the creepiest staff member during these girls' Sibian rides. And the guys had some pretty good ideas about who, but it was pretty unanimous in the end about who's the creepiest. Check it out.
Joe in Carolina, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys. Hey, I wanted to ask all the fellas, who is the creepiest acting staffer when the Sibian is rolled out? And I've got a definitive opinion.
I have one too, but I'm not going to say yet.
So this is what I would say. When Will and I and whoever's from TV are doing it, I think that for the most part we're fairly as professional as you can be.
Yeah.
So I really don't think any of us are in that. I think out of the corner of my eye, once in a while, I see drool and big eyes coming from Benji.
That's my vote. That is my total vote. There's something really creepy about that. And I'm not trying to knock Benji. I like him. But anytime anything sexual is occurring in the studio, it's like it goes way over the top. I mean, like Ronnie's a horny guy, but, he maintains some sort of cool
How dare you
demeanor.
say anything bad about my friend Benji? Come on.
But I'm telling you, when a hot woman is in the studio, he gets this move. And I can't describe it aptly on the air, but anyway,
I can.
He gets up and he gets this rocking thing, and he looks like he's just about to jump over the console and reenact the pinball machine scene from that movie with Jodie Foster. It is super, super creepy.
Sir, what's your Joe? Who did you have in mind?
Well, actually, just based on all the rides. Gary, I'm sorry, I thought that you were the creepiest until Will was just asked the same question you were. And Will is talking about smells and looking for.
Well,
liquid.
he's like those guys on CSI. He's just describing the crime scene. That's all.
I've never gotten a whiff, by the way. That was a new one for me. And I don't look at the. Wait, listen. There was a period of time. You want to talk about creepy, where we would peel those things off the Sibian, and Sal would like take a picture, jokingly licking them.
Oh God.
Joking.
Wasn't there one guy actually taking them off and putting them in a plastic bag and taking them home with them?
Really?
I don't know. I don't know why that thought went through my brain.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Maybe not.
I don't think
Maybe
so.
Maybe not. Maybe it was a nasty rumor.
But Sal would always be running around with them outside. I go, get that fucking thing away from me.
Gary, you're great to watch on camera.
Why?
When you're running the Sibian.
What? Because I gotta
the way you take it so serious. When,
well, he's like Werner von Braun.
Yeah,
he's watching the V2
and
rockets go off.
like as he's turning it up, he's watching the girl's face to see if she's reacting.
And I'm watching Howard
watching
too.
her body and everything, and then all of a sudden he'll stare at her some more, and he'll turn it up some more.
You can't turn it up too
it's
fast,
great.
too quick.
Ronnie, who do you think the creepiest is during that?
I can't say, man.
Say it.
He'll say I'm against him.
Oh, so you think it's Benjy
Oh my
too?
God, it's so obvious. Not even when people are on the Sibian. It's like when there's a hot chick in there.
Right.
He gets up and he's got this stare about him. It's almost scary. And he comes out and he'll do the same thing. He'll come outside and stare into the green room also after they come out of the studio.
Now, do you think he's doing that because that's how he really feels, or he's doing it because he wants people to notice him being that way?
No, I think that's how he feels.
I think he's getting a photo in his mind to go home and jerk off to.
But he's taking the photo the way they take the photo in the Flintstones. The parrot's in there, hitting on a piece of cement. It's like a Polaroid. It takes like 60 seconds to get.
Well, you got your answer there, Joe.
Yeah, I have a suggestion for Howard TV, too, now that Fred kind of brought it up, would be to do ISO camera shots on the guys' faces, individual guys' faces, as the
like
Sibian ride's
of
going
death.
on. Yeah.
That's a funny thing. Imagine if while the thing was on, in the upper right-hand corner, there was 5 split screens
Trust me,
of like Howard, Fred, me, Benjy.
But
who's looking at you
don't want to
guys?
see any of our faces when that shit's going on. Seriously.
Well, it's like extra added content. Like if you want to see it, you could watch it.
Right.
Yeah, Benji's eyes will be rolling back in his head.
Oh man,
he does. It really is like when you watch the cartoons, and the guys are on the desert island, and they see somebody. They turn into a hot dog and a hamburger.
Right, exactly. They've been starving, and they look at the partner that they're on the beach with, and they see them as dinner.
All right, thank you, Joe. Cassius, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah, speaking of which, I guess it's the elephant in the room. It hasn't been discussed. Why no longer does Tata Toothy have to wear the beekeeper's mask during the Sibian rides?
Because I don't have to. Next
Why
question.
not?
Because I
Why
said
not?
because I don't have to.
Well, what would Howard have to say about that?
I don't know. Call Howard on Monday and ask him.
I did. They didn't take my call. I was on hold.
Then I guess he doesn't think it's an interesting enough question to answer.
And, okay, then Gary, have you gained all your weight back from your book tour yet?
Absolutely not.
Do you still have your Luther Vandross closet at home with all your fat clothes?
I don't. I got rid of all the clothes, actually.
What, you're going to remain thin?
I am.
There's a good thing for the tapes team. Why don't we go through the history of Gary's weight?
Oh, listen, I'm well aware of it, but I've been thin now for 2 years. I'm not jamming it down your throat how I got thin. I just did, and I'm doing my best, Cassius.
Good for you.
Cassius.
Have a good day, Cassius.
Thanks, Gary.
All right. Thanks, Cassius.
Thank you, Cassius.
Cassius from Pittsburgh.
Andy from Seattle, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, I just wanted to weigh in and say that the creepiest guy ever has got to be Dave Lambert. Not anybody on the staff, but Lambert is the creepiest for sure.
Well, he's a guest. We were talking about the staff, but yes, of course. There's nobody. Listen, Dave Lambert's appearance is legendary.
He's the creator of the Sibian, so I don't know if that's a fair and apt appraisal of him as a person. I mean, he is the inventor.
Oh yeah, clearly he's the inventor, but he just is the creepiest guy when he's in there, with the girl close to him, just whispering. Just creeps everybody out.
Well, he's
That's
passionate
the
about his
magic of
invention.
him. Absolutely agree.
All right, thanks, Andy. Jamie, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey guys, how you doing? I don't know if Sal did this yet, but he blew his opportunity today when Adrian said she came on the Sibian and she was all wet and stuff. Why, when she got up, didn't Sal go over to her sniff and lick it?
Because he doesn't do that anymore.
He's evolved.
He missed his opportunity. I would love to get a shot because I've seen when there's other stuff going on, not the Sibian because I'm always running it, but other stuff with naked girls or something, and you walk back to where Richard and Sal are, and you look at Richard's typing away on the computer, and Sal's got this move where he leans back in his chair, and he's got that
With
fake
the electric cigarette.
With the electric cigarette. He's like the Hugh Hefner of the hovel, you know.
Dale Crover from the Melvins.
And the reason you don't know him.
Dale.
Hello, Howard.
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. What's the good word down there? Anybody down there been taking any peyote trips recently or anything like that?
No, just partying.
That was ayahuasca.
Just partying about the whole Osama bin Laden being dead thing, man. That's our one big party.
That's right.
We love it.
That's all you need.
How you feeling about that?
I'm okay with it.
You like it?
I'm fine with it. I was really happy to see that happened.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we're not happy when someone died, but this fucking guy. I mean, come on, right?
That's right. Was everybody unhappy when Hitler died? No.
No. You sound like my kind of guy.
That's right.
That's right. Hey, Dale, listen, I'm calling it Bad Decision Monday. You're going to probably take umbrage with that, but it really was a weird decision. Here you are. Let me understand your background. You were starting out in music, and you were a drummer for the Melvins, and the Melvins were the happening band at that point, and, you know, in the local scene. And Kurt Cobain was a huge fan of the Melvins. He used to come down and watch you guys play. And I guess and then what I heard was the Melvins kind of broke up for a little bit of time, and Kurt said to you, "Please, would you play with Nirvana, my band?" And
well, we still had plans to get back together. The Melvins did. We were just kind of on a hiatus, you know.
But you could have joined your choice basically in life, and I don't know how old you were at that point as a musician.
I was 20.
You were 20. You had a crossroads in a sense. The big decision was, do I go back with the Melvins, or do I become a full-time member of Nirvana?
Right.
And you chose the Melvins.
Well, I mean, at the time, those guys didn't have a record deal. They didn't even have a drummer. That's why I ended up playing and doing a demo with those guys, is so they could get a drummer.
Right.
And they actually ended up getting a record deal instead out of it with Sub Pop Records. But, you know, I mean, at the time, you know, those guys were heavily influenced by us. And, you know, it was kind of like the Melvins Jr.
But Dale, don't you wake up every morning and say, shit, I could have been retired. You would have been, like, you would have had, I don't know how many millions of dollars in the bank.
The millions of dollars would have been nice. But, you know, I mean, the Nirvana story is truly a rags to riches story with an unhappy ending, you know?
Yeah, but still.
In the end, somebody's dead. So,
of course, that's unhappy.
But, I mean, even before, you know, we know what happened here, you got to be kicking yourself when you see how big they become.
I mean, come on.
Sure, but nobody could predict that. I mean, there's no way I could predict that those guys were going to sell millions of records.
Did your parents say to you, what's wrong with you, Pete Best Jr.? Like, did they ever compare you to Pete Best, the guy who didn't, you know, make it into the Beatles? I mean...
No. Everything's worked out fine for me, you know? I mean, still, even though I didn't play on Nevermind, I play on 3 of their records, and I get paid for those records.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. I mean, I got the best of both worlds, really. I got to stay with my band and play with my friends' bands, who I really like.
Oh, so you still get a check from Nirvana?
I certainly do.
Explain to me how that works in music. You played on 3 of their Nirvana records.
Yeah, it was originally a demo that I did with those guys.
And what songs were those? Teen Spirit, that kind of stuff?
No, I wish. No, it was 3 of the songs were on the record Bleach.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think there was maybe 4 or 5 that was on a record after Nevermind called Incesticide, which was a bunch of different demos and singles that they'd done over the years.
So when you're on a record like that and you just play, you know, you play the drums, do you get a full cut like a band member gets?
Almost. I almost get a full cut. Actually, Dave Grohl gets part of my a little bit of my cut.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Well, their reasoning when they did a deal with me after they blew up, after Nevermind came out, the reasoning was that he was in the band when they became popular. So, and they're like, well, it's either this or we can pay you as a studio musician and you won't get as much. So, of course, I went for the money, you know?
Yeah, you know, none of us know how this works. When you say you're on, you know, 3 of their songs or 3 of their albums, is that enough money to live the rest of your life, or is it like just a small sort of adjunct to your salary? I mean, how much money is it?
Well, it's not millions, but definitely it's thousands. I'm a thousandaire because of those guys.
Would you get a check, let's say, for $50,000-$60,000 a year just from being the drummer on those songs?
Not much anymore, but when those records first came out, the checks were really great and certainly helped me out a lot. You know, Nirvana definitely paid my rent.
I don't know. I'm the type of guy that sits there and goes, why didn't I realize how great Nirvana was?
Oh, this would have been a deal breaker for you on life.
I would have
You would never been able to live through this.
I wouldn't. I would have thrown myself off a cliff. I'm telling you, Dale. I would have.
Oh, it's not that bad. Everything's worked out fine for me,
Has it,
and
though?
I still have a band.
But, yeah, of course you have a band.
Howard, I'm on the front cover of a Modern Drummer magazine this month, which I think you may know about, which is kind of like, for a drummer, that's like being on the cover of Rolling Stone.
Listen, it's very difficult to make a living as a drummer, as we know, and it's also difficult to become distinguished as a drummer. It's just that, listen, the drummer in Nirvana versus the drummer in the Melvins. I ain't putting down the Melvins. In fact, I don't even know the Melvins' music.
Well, you should do some research. We've only got about 1 billion records out.
Let's see. The Melvins' new album, Sugar Daddy Live, is in stores. Let me see this. I got the album in front of me. Let me hear a little of this. See what the hell you guys are up to, that you chose this band over Nirvana.
That's right.
Do you ever say to yourself, as a musician, what was I thinking? Why didn't I recognize the greatness here?
No, hindsight's 20/20.
Does it make you doubt your decision-making ability in music?
Not at all.
Wow.
Not at all. I mean, I still like what I do in the Melvins better. Even though the millions of dollars would have been nice, I like our music better.
Okay.
Not putting down Nirvana at all, because I love those guys. Those guys are my friends. It was amazing to see those guys
blow up
as big as they did, and nobody could have predicted that at all.
You could have.
I could not have.
Sure, you could have.
Obviously, he could.
Listen, listen to me, Dale. If the Beatles came to me and said, "You want to be our drummer?" versus, and I'm not putting the Melvins down because I don't know their music, but versus
the Dave Clark Five,
right? I would know the Beatles are my band. You are a musician. You should know who's the better band.
The Melvins.
Really?
The Melvins are the better band. Absolutely.
Let me hear a little of this Melvins. I'll take track 1 and work my way through the album.
Not everybody's going to agree with me, but that's the way I feel.
As you guys live, the new album is called Sugar Daddy Live. Let me hear this. All right, I'm rocking with you now. I'm sitting there at the club. What kind of kit you got?
I have a Tama kit, a very large Tama kit. Also, we have 2 drummers in our band.
Really?
Ay vey.
Yeah.
What's the point of that?
So that you could have stayed with Nirvana.
Oh.
Because anything worth doing is worth overdoing.
That's got to annoy the shit out of you that there are 2 drummers.
No, it's great. It's awesome. Actually, the way that we came up with the idea of having 2 drummers is that when we were touring with Nirvana towards the we played their very last shows ever, but we had Dave Grohl actually come out and play a couple songs with us.
And it sounded good.
Yeah, he was eventually going to play a whole show with us, and then, then they broke up,
Right. Well, I don't know. It just seems insulting to the drummer. Dan, you're on the air with Dale. Go ahead.
Oh, man. Howard, you got this all wrong. First of all, you turned that song on fire when it was about to punch you right in the face of awesomeness. I'm going to see you guys shows in Williamsburg.
What is this guy saying, Robin?
I don't know.
I
think he's a fan.
Of all time.
Oh, he's a fan of the Melvins.
Yeah.
All right, you're just a bit incoherent. What?
Look, because I'm excited, Howard. Nirvana was just repackaged punk rock. You got to pay close attention to the sound.
All right.
Melvins are pioneers.
Okay, got it. All right, I'm learning. I mean, I know Nirvana. I don't know the Melvins. All right, okay. He's talking on. I'm talking. He's talking. I never heard a fucking show like this.
It sounds like Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
I think he's been up all night.
Yeah, I think so. Swiss, you're on the air.
Hey, what's up, Howard?
Hey.
Hey, man, I'm glad you got Dale in. I think you're downplaying the success and just everything that the Melvins mean to music, man. They're a band of musicians.
Where have I been that I don't know the Melvins?
I'm listening to Billy Joel.
Well, yeah, I like Billy.
Well, I'm just saying the Melvins are great. I'm glad you got Dale in. It's awesome. And
all right, thank you. You don't have to repeat the whole conversation.
A lot of fans out there.
Right on. All dudes.
Well, that's what Howard said. He's at the club. It's all dudes.
Can you get laid?
Well, luckily I'm married, so.
Mike, go ahead. You're on the air.
Yes.
Yeah, Mike.
Where's Mike?
Kevin, go ahead.
Hey, Howard, how's it going?
Hey, now.
Actually, I was going to call and kind of bust the guy's balls a little bit, but he seems like he's doing pretty good. I want to see if you can maybe give him and Jackie a show.
Give me a show. I want a show.
But he sounds like he's a...
Well, yeah, here's the key question. Who's got the hotter wife, you or Dave Grohl?
Me, of course.
I think if you're in Nirvana, you get the hotter wife. That's just my logic.
I don't know.
Let me hear this Melvins. I don't know. Everyone's carrying on like I'm insane that Nirvana wasn't a
Was
better
a great
decision.
band.
Dude.
Well, I don't know. I couldn't live with myself if I was in Nirvana and I left for the Melvins, but I hear what you're saying.
I'd be out of a job.
Yep, and you got a good band. You're doing your thing. I hear you.
Thanks, man.
I ain't putting that down, but you know me, Robin. I always have to go for the commercially bigger band
Right.
in terms of my career.
Well, we've been fortunate enough to make a living off of doing this. You know? Like I said, I've been lucky enough not to have a job since 1991.
When you say a living, how much money are you making?
Less than $100,000, more than 70.
That's
so
not
enough to pay the rent.
That's good in the
That's
music
good.
industry.
You're not
some,
kidding.
Some years are better than others, depending on what's going on.
All right, my brother. Thanks, Dale.
Right on.
All right,
Thanks
good to
for having
talk to
me
you.
on.
All right, later.
You too, man.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
That seems like a mellow dude. Nobody sweats it anymore. Me? I commit suicide. I wanted to ask him what the early days were like, when Courtney Love started hanging around. Did he dig her, or did he think that was a big mistake? But I don't know. I don't know if he feels like talking about it.
Well, in hindsight, do you think it was a big mistake?
Here, wait. Hey, Gary, get him back on the line. I got to ask him now.
I'm asking you.
Yeah, I think, I think Kurt wasn't real well thought out. She's a halate. Notice
Looks like a big mistake.
Notice not one guy has married her since.
Nobody can even stay around.
Yeah, and she's got a shitload of money and everything else. I mean, she's a difficult... I've gotten a couple of 2-3 hour phone calls from her.
Sure.
And no guy could put up with that. I don't care how much she's worth. Let me just ask Dale that real quick.
Line 21.
Thanks. Hey, Dale. You there?
I am here.
Hey, Dale, sometimes you think of stuff after a guy hangs up, but... So in the early days, since you knew Kurt Cobain, were you there when Courtney Love started dating him?
Yes, but still, I didn't know her all that well.
Yeah, I was wondering what you thought of that whole decision.
Well, the little that I was around her, she always seemed to be on her best behavior, you probably know her as well as I do. Probably even better than I do.
Yeah, I mean, because I was just saying to Robin, notice how no guy's married her since. You know what I mean?
Well, you might have something there.
Did you think it was, well, I guess you didn't know her that well, because...
I knew her enough,
All right.
But like I said, she was always on her best behavior. I never saw her do anything crazy, but, I'm sure you've read interviews. You've probably even done interviews with her.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know what she's like. What do you think of her?
Listen, she's a nice girl. She sometimes calls my cell phone for like an hour and a half and leaves a message. But it's rambling, and generally I can see why a guy would have a hard time being in a relationship with her.
Yeah.
She's a handful. Let's put it that way.
Yep.
All right, dude.
I'd say you're right.
Thanks, Dale.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Just thought maybe you had some insight into that. Okay, thanks.
Okay.
He didn't immediately look and say, ooh.
No, Dale seems to, she seems okay to me. I mean, Kurt Cobain could have gotten a lot of pussy, right, Dale?
I suppose he could have if he wanted to.
Like he was all against that, right? Like using women for your own sexual gratification.
Well, I think when he had girlfriends and things like that, he probably wouldn't do anything. When he didn't have girlfriends and there was girls interested in him, where we come from, there's slim pickings. So any girls that were interested in him, I'm sure he was really happy about.
Yeah, but like he was so anti-rock star. Like he was like the opposite of Van Halen. Like he wasn't into picking out the girls from the audience and fucking them and stuff, right?
Yeah, he wasn't like a David Lee Roth type of person.
Right.
But, certainly there were girls around at times,
Yeah, I mean, he could have been getting laid left and right, but he chose Courtney Love as his princess.
I bet you she was wild, though.
Yeah, she probably fucked other girls in front of him and stuff, right?
God, I don't know.
You don't even know.
I hate to think about that kind of stuff.
Like, you never get laid on the road. Before you got married, were you getting a lot of sex?
No, I always had girlfriends,
Yeah.
Whenever I was touring and stuff like that, I always had somebody at home. So,
a lot of these 90s bands were,
They were the anti-rock and roll band.
like Pearl Jam, they were all into respecting women.
It was get rid of the makeup and the rock and roll clothing, and that was where the flannel came from.
Treat women like they're human beings.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't have a lot of girls around us, believe it or not.
That's why you had to be nice to the ones you had.
Exactly.
All right, Dale, thanks, man.
Thanks a lot.
Later.
Bye.
That's Dale Crover from the
So this girl Debbie's here to test my brain, see if I'm crazy or not, and everybody else's brain that they're going to test. Okay?
I'll tell you right now, you're crazy.
Oh, wait a minute. The chick is hot. How the hell am I going to concentrate?
I know.
She's smoking hot. How am I going to do this?
You can't have your behavior analyzed with a boner.
Yeah, exactly. Let's bring Debbie in.
Are you ready for this?
Ready for what?
For the big personality test.
Oh,
right this way. Right.
Now it's a personality test.
What did you think it was?
Sort of a behavioral.
Crazy test. If I'm going to see if I'm not.
Well, it's going to test to see your mental health.
My mental health?
Yes.
How am I supposed to concentrate? She's too hot.
That's great.
Debbie, how does this process go? What are you going to actually analyze?
Well, we're going to analyze things from their personalities to things like depression, anxiety, the things like narcissistic personality disorder, dependent personality disorder. There isn't anything that won't be found out with this test.
Is this a written, exam-style test, or
Well,
is this more...
it's a true-false 175-question test. It's highly reliable, highly valid. It's one of the best tests out there, so it's the most objective test we could find.
Now, do you know anything about the subjects you'll be testing, besides Howard and Robin and some of the people on the air?
Thank you.
What do you mean?
Do you know anything about their personalities going into this test?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm a huge listener. I've been listening forever, so I know as much as anyone can know from listening to them on the radio.
So who do you think early on is going to be the craziest?
That's interesting. I probably should have thought of that before coming. I don't know. I have to be quite honest with you.
It could be a dead heat.
Well, it could be a dead heat, and the people that appear behaviorally more crazy, whatever word you want to use, may not be the ones who are actually underneath hiding something. So you don't know. It could be anyone. So let me just explain. You don't have to do any of that yet.
I already failed.
What we're going to be doing, this personality inventory is going to test you on everything there is to test you on when it comes to your personality disorders, anything that's in you, syndromes like anxiety or depression, or, if there's a mental health issue, it will show up on this test. Okay. And the reality is we all are something, right. On the continuum. We'll all have a little narcissism. We'll all have a little. It just depends where you fall on the continuum. So you don't want to try to make up for one thing, because then you'll end up on a scale somewhere else. And so you want to, and also there's inconsistency scales in the test, so you might render it not usable if you don't try to answer as honestly as possible.
Apparently, there's no way to cheat this test. I actually sent somebody an email saying, "Do you know anything about these tests?" And he replied, it's like, you know what? Answer as much as you're going to be to do so. He said, answer as honestly as you can. He said, because you know something, they will find out where you're trying to deceive them.
Yeah, he's right. There's these inconsistency scales throughout the test.
If you're crazy, you may as well just come out and say it.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So, Dr. Debbie.
Yes.
Is there a personality disorder associated with wearing sunglasses indoors, tinted?
There is none that is diagnosable at the moment, but we'll give it some thought. They might be odd questions, but you want to try not to second guess on how it's going to make you come out, right?
You shouldn't worry about how you're going to...
Right, and there's all sorts of inconsistency scales, so you just want to do your best to just say what you got to say. Understood. I think we're ready to roll. So, bye. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for my test.
You're welcome. And I guess I'll be back with the results.
Yeah, great. I can't wait.
Okay.
It's going to be good.
Nice to meet you. Bye, Hal.
And you'll see how normal I am and what bunch of maniacs I work with.
Steve.
Greg.
The experience. Overall.
I'm trying to remember if I've ever taken anything like that. I don't think I have.
Right.
Well, who knows? I mean, I'm not a psychologist, so I don't know anything about the test. I just took it.
Benji, you seem to take a little bit longer than the other.
My nature for these kind of questions, it's like there's so many different ways to weigh them.
Well, you're also, an admitted overthinker with things.
I guess so.
You're very
he would
considerate.
take his time thinking and circling and question marking.
Yes.
Analyzing me.
Yes.
Right?
Well, it was fun.
Is this a hat you wear all the time? Is this the hat, or is it many different hats?
Well, this one started about a year ago, then Howard complained about it, so I stopped. I like it a lot. So it just started again this season about a week ago.
Interesting. Nice to meet you.
I like it. I think it's a fun hat.
It's very nice.
Well, why is it interesting?
Everything's interesting. Don't you find people interesting? Listen, you found it interesting looking at me during the test.
Yes. What did you notice about the test? Did you?
A lot of wacky questions.
Well, you're a wacky guy, so
Yeah,
I'm sure.
well, hopefully I answered the wacky questions right, but I don't know. We'll see.
Why did you find it to be wacky? What just things you've never thought about your personality and?
No, it's just like they try to keep bringing back the same kind of topics about different things, you know.
Well, it's looking for consistency.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think this test will uncover anything that we don't already know about you?
Well, I don't think I'm crazy, but a lot of people do think I'm crazy, so we'll find out, won't we?
You look very relieved, Robin.
I am relieved, because if they find me crazy based on that test, I won't mind.
Fred?
Yes.
Do you have a similar experience? Was it enjoyable?
I still think I'm okay. Otherwise, I'm sure that room was probably wired. So anybody that would be sitting there would be outside already with a straitjacket. So I think I'm okay.
You didn't feel like you answered any questions?
I'm sure I answered a shitload of questions that'll give people pause for thought, but fuck it. What's that?
I walked by, he was screaming.
It's really interesting, sitting with each person, everybody responded very differently to the test. So that can tell you something about each person also. And I can probably talk more about that next week. But you get to know people's personalities. But interestingly, the show is so telling of people. Like, people are so who they are in the show. Everyone was exactly who I thought they'd be. Like, there was no surprises.
I fully expect the psychiatric exam to go badly for me today.
Oh, my God. It woke me up a couple of times last night. I was like, well, today's my last day of being considered even sort of sane.
We're doing that around 7 o'clock, so we got to get some betting going, too.
See, I don't have that far to fall because nobody considers me sane. So.
Do you think the person that's actually crazy will seek treatment?
I don't. That's the problem.
Well, if it's me, I will.
You will.
Because I think I'm fine. I would be shaken to find out I had all these problems that I'm not aware of, and I would go seek help.
You know what? I admire you for saying that, because I do think you're going to test very poorly. And no offense.
Thank you very much
listen,
for
it is
your
who you are.
support.
It's who you are. And you can't help it.
Why do you
I love
hate me?
I don't hate you. I love you. I want you to get help. I think you need more therapy. I don't like all this running around in enemas.
Oh, here we go.
Every minute. Even like the 15 Foundation.
What's wrong with that?
You're completely obsessed. And
with what? I'm obsessed with nothing.
No.
I have a lot of different interests.
Everything is very intense. There's tremendous frantic energy with all
What
this.
is intense?
I don't know.
Just stop it. You're making this up.
You see,
You're
told
trying
me.
to paint me.
No, you told me to tell you things, and then I tell you, and you get upset anyway. So that's why I can't tell you anything. You're impossible. She says, tell me what you think. And then I tell her, if you're a friend, you'll tell me. I tell her, and then she tells me I'm a fucking bad person. Look, I'm worried about you.
Worried?
Yes.
What has happened?
I think after the psychiatric test is revealed today.
But what was worrying you before? Are you saying you're worried about me in the psychiatric test?
Yes.
Are you saying you were worried about me before?
Yes, before.
Before? What was going on?
You're frantically running back and forth with this California to Europe to God knows where.
I'm not running anywhere.
And you all weekend you're busy, you're too busy.
My cat is sick. What, was I supposed to not pay attention?
No, that's not this. I'm not talking about this week.
Well, things come up. I would have been relaxing this weekend.
No, you don't. You don't relax, and then you're busy with it, and then you're consumed with this strict eating regimen.
It's not a strict eating regimen. I eat the way I like to eat.
I don't know what's going on. I'm just glad you had your head examined here. But listen, you're not going to be the worst person. There's going to be one person who evidently, according to the pyramid of this thing, 3 of us will be okay.
And I'm not in that 3, you say?
No. Let me ask you something. Will you get help if you're in the 2 category?
Well, if it surprises or shocks me, yes.
Okay. Good. Because you're going to be surprised. I'm guessing all of this.
Suppose you're the top tier. You're like going to say, I guess I'll go back for that 4th day and... Well,
listen, I can't do more than 3 days a week. I'm miserable as it is. I spent so much time in that therapist's office. I was there yesterday, and I didn't want to go. And then all of a sudden, I'm there, and I went, thank God I went today, because look what the fuck is coming out.
Well, that's usually an indication that you need to be there. The moments you really are resistant,
yes.
I really don't want to go here, I'm too busy, you're giving yourself all kinds of reasons that you shouldn't go.
Right.
Means something's up.
Right. And then I went in there, and all of a sudden, something was up.
Yeah.
Evidently, I was really irritated this weekend.
Really?
By a bunch of things that went down. You're aware of some of them, because I had a discussion with you about it over the weekend. I don't know if you know what I'm referring to.
I have to think about it.
Yeah, you have to think about it.
Oh, I know. Okay.
Right.
Yes,
so
yes.
I really was aggravated. But, look, I don't believe, honestly, I can tell you, today when we get the results of the psychiatric exam, I do not believe that I will be
top tier.
In the top tier. I believe it'll be Ronnie the limo driver or, and I'm being honest, and it's, Ronnie doesn't like to hear this, is either I would bet the farm on Ronnie the limo driver, but Natalie Maines wrote me a text immediately yesterday and said, she goes, I bet the farm that Benjy's way worse than Ronnie the limo driver.
You know what? If Benjy is way up, if he's the top, I will guarantee you he answered the question so he could be.
Right. I thought that too. That went through my mind.
Yeah, he'd stick it up.
Because he lied about his age and everything.
Natalie has a bug about me because
what?
Because I said I thought I could hook up with her, but I think it's good to be confident with anything.
She thinks you're a fucking nut.
Well, maybe because I thought I could hook up with her.
Right. That ain't the reason.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
But I'm not the one craziest. I thought about it.
So who do you think it is?
Well, just based on Gary said it's a big shock. I wouldn't be a big shock to be the craziest.
Look.
And how crazy you are might be the shock.
It wouldn't be. It wouldn't. It just wouldn't.
Well,
it
then
wouldn't
maybe
fit.
it's me.
But I don't think that's what Gary was saying. I think he said you're going to be surprised by the scale.
Maybe, but
what Gary has said, the shocking thing we're going to learn today about one of us, and this will be the person with the highest evaluation, that it's almost impossible to score such a high score in certain categories. You would have to be deranged, almost. And this test actually tests for bipolar, for aggressive behaviors, personality disorders, borderline personalities. I mean, this is a very thorough test. We're going to know.
Unless it's coming out that I'm the most normal, he's going to say that's a bigger shock.
Well, I don't know.
But I'll bet you on that it's Langford.
You think Steve Langford? Well, that's what Ronnie said to me. He said...
Well, that's what I just was coming in to say.
Yeah, he said everyone's forgetting about Langford. I do not think Langford. No. I think Langford...
Have you ever looked at into Langford's eyes and really talked to this man?
Yeah, you're right. It's disturbing. But what about Fred? Have you ever done that with Fred?
I talk to Fred all the time.
Right.
I have no problem with Fred.
You have never, really talked to Fred and realized what's going on?
I talk to Fred a lot.
You don't see what's happening there?
No.
Okay.
Then you and Fred
the two. Maybe it was me and Fred because
you two maniacs connect, huh?
I remember the day I met Fred was with you when I met you the first time, and I spent the whole day with Fred, and all we did was we bonded the whole day.
Nobody bonds with Fred.
No, well, we did.
He has an affect. He has an affect.
Well, I guess we didn't bond then. I just thought we did.
Well, I think we bonded, but according to how we did.
It's very hard to bond with Fred.
All right, Fred. So who do you think will be the craziest one here?
It wouldn't surprise me if it was me.
You know why?
I'd be glad if it wasn't.
I'll tell you what,
at least
Fred.
It would actually vindicate me somewhat from taking all this abuse for all these years.
You know what, though, Fred? I'm going to tell you something, and don't be too upset by this. It really could be you, and I'll tell you why.
Why would I be upset?
All right. First of all, I want to preface this by saying I truly love Fred. Fred's one of the most talented guys I've ever met in my life.
Butts before the shiv goes in.
Right.
Go ahead,
the shiv's going to go in.
I feel it. Go ahead. I'm prepared.
I believe you have serious mental disorders.
All right.
And that you...
You know what you're like?
What?
You're like the guy on the mental ward.
By the way, I just told you the same thing.
Who acts like a doctor.
That's Jack Nicholson over there. What flew over the cuckoo's nest.
I believe Fred.
You're deluded into thinking that you're a doctor.
Fred had a very rough childhood. Something I'm very privileged to know.
Sorry
and he
about
shared
that.
with me.
Well, had I known then what I know now, I would have not shared any of that.
And he has certain personality quirks, I'll call them. That you know what I mean, Robin.
I do the best with the cards that I was dealt.
Don't leave me hanging here. You know Fred's peculiar,
please,
right?
You both sit around a fire and you stick pins in the Fred doll.
And like when I'm not in the room, that doesn't happen.
Not with me.
She's here.
Wait. Don't bring in a lady yet.
Well,
she's
outside. I'm going to get her.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I'm going to go get her.
You got to go get her.
And by the way,
don't leave her outside. She might get angrier, and our diagnoses will get worse.
all this speculation, Ronnie's a fucking madman. And if it doesn't show up, they'll know the test is bullshit.
I'm not a madman.
You're insane.
I'm not insane.
You're the angriest guy I've ever
bullshit, dude. You're angry too, and you just. I know you admit you're angry.
We're driving yesterday.
What did I do?
He knows.
What the fuck?
What did you do? Tell Robin what you did.
What did I? Oh,
the cab.
Yeah. What about it?
What did you do?
We went through that whole thing.
We're driving along.
Listen. You want to hear what happened?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I drive every day in this city.
Yes.
Okay. And this lunatic never drives in this city.
Right.
Okay. So we're driving up Central Park West, and this south, and this guy in a cab decides he's just going to cut out.
Uh-oh.
But I didn't stop. I just kept going.
Right.
And I said to him,
I said to you, I was fascinated. I said, Ronnie, what part of you believes that you can continue like this guy's not going to crash into you?
Right.
And he said to me, I don't know. But
he's willing to go.
I'm willing to go. And he's right, because I see these guys back off. I wasn't criticizing him. I admire his driving.
Well,
He's
why am I a madman then?
But your whole psyche is like one of like... that's madness.
No, that's how you have to operate in New York City to drive.
That's how you operate.
Professionally. If you drive like a guy like you that comes in once every 10 years and drives in the city, and he's going to jam on his brakes when that guy comes to pull out. Instead of going, he's going to jam on his brakes. Somebody's going to ram into him. And the cab is
you
going to...
mean I would jam on my brakes?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And the guy in the cab is going to keep going, laughing, going, hey, man, I'm on my way. Fuck this guy.
All right.
You know.
We'll see the test. That's going to be here soon.
I don't care.
You better go get her.
I'm going to get her.
Well,
I want to go look at her more than get her.
The thing is, nobody came out normal.
Nobody came out completely normal. No, as far as that, we're gonna see. We got to see.
Never said I was normal.
Like some of it could be like slight neuroses. It could be,
But everybody's got something that sent the needle higher than normal.
Yes, that is true.
Howard, can you mandate a therapy session for the craziest person?
No, of course I can. You can't. Listen, it's just like on Celebrity Rehab. These guys are horribly drug addicted, and Dr. Drew says to them, all right, I need you to go into aftercare. You're a crazy addict. And they go, no.
I'm fine.
Right. Listen.
What if they agree to it now? Say, yeah, I'll go to one.
Listen, you heard what Robin said. If she's that upper tier person, she said, I'm going to have to really realize that I might not know what the fuck is going on with me, and I need to go into therapy. So
I would literally have no grasp of reality.
We might even have her carted out of here in a straitjacket.
It might take that, you know.
Yeah.
It might be that I'll have a meltdown.
I don't know that it's going to be
you. know how, like, if you unmask the wizard, he loses it?
Right.
If I discover that I don't know myself at all and things are revealed about me, I could just sort of disappear.
All right. I got you a beautiful straitjacket, just in case.
Something in
Bejeweled.
a nice...
You'll love it.
Fuchsia.
Listen, when we come back, Robin, Fred, Benjy, myself, Howard, Steve Langford. Did I mention Ronnie the Mun limo driver?
And you did not mention Ronnie.
Ronnie the Mun limo driver. I think that's everyone.
Yes.
We will find out who's the most crazy. And evidently, according to Gary, who knows, there is startling details that you are going to hear. No hype. That someone's mind is really going to be blown. Sorry.
He also said, you know, each of us might get a little bit of a shock.
Each of us will get a little jolt.
Actually, I already know.
You know
How do you know?
Jason told me the other day because someone was coming by from traffic or something. We're getting a sponsor for Fred's Crazy Contest.
He didn't say that.
He didn't say that.
He did?
He
Well, he was joking.
It probably is you mental
It is me. Come on.
Yeah.
I never said that.
Yes, you did. Bring the girl down.
Well,
I
anyway.
never said that.
Yes, you did.
Maybe Fred hears things as well.
Yeah, I'm hearing things, so this will bear it out.
When we come back, I would like to bet a little dough.
All right.
I have my feelings on who's the craziest. I'd like to make a little money at it.
Go ahead.
Since I dropped a fortune on the IQ test.
Here's tweets from yesterday and today. We'll have some sad news for you.
So
the menu you're looking at is outdated.
Well, here's the one thing. So they change the suits every day.
I have a list of the soups.
I give up.
Turkey chili. I'll get you turkey chili. That's good. I've had
soup?
it there. Yeah.
Turkey chili soup?
It's like a turkey chili. Yeah, it's like a. That's what it is.
It's soup.
It's a soupish. It's chili.
Is it soup or is it chili?
It's chili.
Go ahead.
Split pea, garden tomato vegetable. You don't want to get clam chowder. Chicken noodle, cream of broccoli. You don't want cream of potato and cheddar. Those are the ones I have.
All right, I'll try the chili.
It's good.
But that's fattening, isn't it?
Turkey chili? No.
Give me the cream of potatoes and cheese.
All right, and you want to wrap with that or just turkey chili?
No, just turkey chili. Yeah.
See,
I went over you.
I get a great smoothie from a place up where I live, but I got to tell you, like there's a smoothie shop down at Rockville Center. It's like 1,400 calories.
Right, I don't want
that. Like you know, you should try that one place that you're talking about. That you looked at the smoothies. It's right around the corner.
Howard.
Because I used to get them on my way home.
I give up.
I'm sorry. Dude.
I checked the fat content.
I don't know. It's not working out for me. I was talking to you during the commercials about my lunch. So Will sent me home with 5 menus from delis and stuff and places around here, like Pomp, you know. 5 menus. He said, why don't you pick out some stuff you want for lunch since you hate your lunch so much? I hate my lunch. The whole baked potato turkey thing wasn't working. They weren't making it the right way. I liked it. I like a potato microwaved, almost completely hard, like a hard ball.
Really?
Yeah. I like all the nutrients burned out of it. But anyway, but that's I got to do it myself, you know, and it's a whole hassle. So now I'm looking for alternative lunches. So I went home and I did my homework.
Yes.
I took out all 5 menus. I studied. I hate staring at a menu, but I looked at every choice and I picked out like 10 lunches.
Okay.
Which I'm going to do on a rotating basis. Pick them all out. Will comes back to me the next day. He goes, I called all the places. You eat lunch too early at 8:30 in the morning. They don't want to make lunch, and it's too much of a fucking hassle for them, and they don't want to do it. I go, fuck. I had a whole smorgasbord.
Let me ask you something.
And
I don't know what
smorgasbord.
these things are, but could he order them a day before?
No. Evidently not. Will knows how to do it.
Okay.
So then he said, I'm sorry, man. Now I'm back to that turkey sandwich, which I don't want to eat. So last night he got me more menus. And I'm looking at the menu. Now I'm down to really shitty menus because I think I'm just going to order soup for lunch. So I circled. Did a lot of work on this. Hey, Will, get in here. I got chicken noodle soup. I could do for $4.99, you get 16 ounces of soup. Is that a good lunch? Chicken noodle soup? I mean, that's a lot of food, right? Well, I'll be full.
Got those matzo balls in it?
I don't know what it's got in it. Then there's one called, listen to this, garden vegetable and navy bean.
That's probably a more hearty soup.
Yeah, with turkey chili added. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Organic split pea, I like that. Listen
I'm just wondering, you like that full feeling.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So the bean
you like that
soup.
full feeling. I like to eat and feel full. Call me a nut. Why is my lunch such a fucking hassle? Everyone around here...
Because you're eating at 8:30.
Thank you. I mean, that's what it is.
So, but what am I supposed to do?
I don't know. I'm hoping somebody hears this conversation.
Maybe I should eat lunch at another time.
Yeah, like
when
lunchtime.
else?
But I don't have any time.
I know. Maybe you can eat something to hold you over.
I hit the gym during lunch, and you know what I mean?
Maybe you want another kind of breakfast.
So I'm looking at the menu. I said, you know what I do? I got to get another kind of lunch. Oh, I see what you're saying. Another kind of breakfast. Right. Yeah, why can't...
You could do that. Anywhere will do breakfast.
All right, so look at this. They say here, they got make your own salad, but it's hard to eat a salad when you're on the air and you only have 2 minutes.
And they probably don't have that set up, do they?
I mean, they might be able to work it out for how.
All right, what is this? What is a smoothie? Like, does that have...
That's just fruit, sugar.
Yeah. Well, it could be yogurt and
Listen to
fruit.
this. Berry crush, strawberry, raspberry, and blueberry fresh fruit smoothie. But I don't know, is that with milk?
Well, it depends on who's making it.
Well, wait a second. Here, listen to this. The Pump is a very healthy place.
Okay.
They make something called Energy Shake, $6.89. This could be my lunch. Now listen to this. Cafe Vive with chocolate whey protein. Isn't that that's what we advertise?
That's protein.
Whey protein.
Yeah.
Cafe Vive?
What's Cafe Vive? I don't want caffeine. Oh, it's coffee. Okay, forget that one.
Right.
How's this? Fruits of paradise, rice milk. That sounds good. pear, strawberries, blueberries, banana, pomegranate juice.
You're acting like this is going to fill you up. It's a drink, Howard.
Yeah, but that's enough for lunch for me.
Yeah, sure.
I'm pretty sure.
Because what I see you eating over there is pretty hefty.
Yeah, and I don't like it. It's too much for me.
Too much?
Yeah.
You should try to get a breakdown of the calories and the sugar content.
What's the calories?
I don't know, but most places do that because smoothies are
By
one
the
of
way,
those
you
things.
are officially gross. He was over my apartment last night for 2 hours. We had a meeting. He claims he had eaten improperly because I put out some nuts and fruit, and that he had something caught in his throat. You're sick. You have a cough.
No.
You were coughing every
I know.
second.
I had one of those wheat
Yeah,
things.
but you had a phlegmy, hacky cough.
No, I just had something caught in my throat.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You're sick.
No, Howard.
And during the meeting, I turned to Gary because he's in my apartment.
I know. He's just like,
and I go, Gary, are you okay?
I was. I was fine for the whole meeting.
You were snorting through the whole fucking meeting.
I was fine for the whole meeting, and then in the middle, I had one of those wheat check things,
right?
And like a thing got caught in my throat. It's one of those
Dude,
weird
you were
things.
coughing for an hour.
It wasn't an hour.
Yeah. It was an hour. I'm neurotic. I know.
I promise you that I was not sick at your house. It was one of those things where it got caught because it was fine.
I want him in on the meetings because he understands shit. I guess.
You think he
Yeah, I think he does. But he's sitting there and he's like, and I know he has a cold or something because he's like, ugh, but not a dry cough.
All winter long, he has issues because of the dryness.
No, but he has a hack.
I know what happened.
He's got a phlegm in him.
But that's what I'm saying. He always is gunked up.
Yeah.
Because of the dry heat and
But
all
he
of
claims
that stuff.
he's never sick.
And then when
I told you I was sick last week.
Listen to it. There it is.
That's what I'm saying. Then when something rattles it, it all starts moving around.
He was sick for a day, and all of a sudden it was gone.
I was sick for 2 days.
Are you better?
I'm better.
And what was that going on in my apartment?
I told you I had the fucking wheat check thing, and it just got caught in my throat.
For an hour it was caught in your throat?
It wasn't an hour. It wasn't an hour.
He's so gross. In a meeting, I'm trying to concentrate, and all I can think about is...
You know what? You don't do this to anybody but me. You
you're the only one doing that.
Bullshit.
Don was fine.
No, I get that, but it's
David Height was fine. Tim was fine.
Were they all looking at Gary while he...
No,
they heard. I bet you they were.
No, Howard's one of those guys. Howard hears a noise, like in the movies when
Robin,
it's hyper. It's
Robin, every 2 minutes was this hacky, phlegmy
for
thing.
like 10 minutes. No, not for the whole time. For like 10 minutes.
You sound like you have fucking tuberculosis.
But
anyway.
Black lung.
Meanwhile, thank God for him because I got so annoyed at this meeting.
Really?
It was going up to 2 hours. I stood up. I go, that's it. I'm done.
Meeting over.
I start yelling. I don't want to be in any meetings like this anymore.
Get out of
This
here.
is not what I got in radio
he threw
for.
us out. He really did. I mean, he didn't say get the fuck out of my house like he was mad at us.
I threw them all out.
He was mad in general, and he's like, get out. It's done.
Yeah.
So we all slew it out.
One of these... I can't wait for the play.
All I know is they were telling me shit that goes on here. I got so fucking crazy. There's a couple of people going to get a talking to today.
What's going on here?
Don't fucking ask me. I'm on fire. So I stood up and I said, that's it. Everybody out.
Robin, it was a lot like that scene in Larry Sanders where he goes, I want to be out of the loop. I'm fucking done.
That's
Get
what
me out.
I said, guys, this is crazy. I didn't get into radio to be a manager.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there listening to budgets and management ideas. And I'm like, I said, I can give you a creative ideas. You guys go fucking take care of it. It's just 2 hours I could have been reading the newspaper for tomorrow's show.
Right.
God damn it.
Get out.
But he said that, too. He goes, that's it. He goes, 2 hours of my life I want back. I could be reading the fucking paper for the show. Get out.
Well, that's it. And he's phlegming all over the place.
That didn't help.
Oh, you know what it is? In my apartment, I built a little office for myself where people could sit and meet. I thought that'll be so cool. Now, I haven't had many meetings there because who wants people in my apartment, disgusting people with their dirty shoes and everything?
This is what you think of after you have this thought that you want to have meetings.
So I had the meeting, and I know I'm never having a meeting in there again.
By the way, one thing about that, if I can make a suggestion, it was really hot in there yesterday.
Because Don complained the last time we had a meeting that it was too cold.
Even Beth walked in and she goes, my God, why is it so hot in here?
So Beth knows how to work the heat fucking lower.
But it's not up to her to walk into a meeting
What
and
did
change.
you do?
Well, why didn't you
did you jack the temperature up to 90
No,
or
it's the way I keep it. I like it warm.
Really?
Yeah.
What are you? You are old.
Yeah, I am.
Good Lord.
I felt like I was in Pompano Beach.
But anyway,
With
getting back to the smoothies, you have to be really careful. That's one of those things like people say, oh, I eat yogurt, and it turns out it's all fattening.
Right. So here's what they put in it. Listen to this. Here's one. Green Magic. Like a green drink. Green Magic. Orange juice, pineapple, basil, avocado, strawberries, all in a shake. Now,
oh, God.
no good?
No,
oh, God. Look at that shit you drink. Why? No good?
It's all juices, which you know is sugar.
Well, what could I do? I mean, I got nothing to eat. I'm hungry. I just want to drink something or have some soup, and that'll be it. That'll be my lunch. I don't know. Yeah, I give up. I forget
the
it.
soup you said with the beans, I think you would like.
All right, get me that soup with the beans.
What?
What?
Huh?
Why do you ask me to look at these menus and then you act like you're a stranger?
Soup with beans?
Yeah, look.
It was a
says here.
cannelloni something or other.
Look.
Okay.
Right here it says vegetable and navy bean.
Yeah, navy beans.
Turkey chili, add $1.
You got it.
Or organic split pea. That sounds good.
Time.
So give me the garden vegetable for lunch today.
Today?
No, not garden vegetable, the vegetable and navy bean.
We'll do our best today. So
You see what I mean? I can't get it. I'm the only guy can't get it.
I don't know what to tell you. We got to talk to the manager. She's not in till after the show.
Forget it.
No,
I don't
no.
wanna
We're
eat.
going to make it happen. I don't want to say no to you.
Yeah, here's these menus. Find out what's in these smoothies. Do a full investigation. Get back to me. I have a whole staff and I can't get lunch.
Time.
I want to make a suggestion to you. Once you said you would consider a vegetarian option.
Yes. Where is it?
Remember my friend Joy who
where
runs
is she?
Candle 79? I'm sure she'd be willing to make you a lunch that was here.
The vegetables?
At 8:30, like a vegetable wrap.
Oh, I don't want that.
You don't?
No. I don't want a wrap. I don't want bread.
Okay, something without vegetables then.
Plain vegetables, no bread? Where's that Guatemalan shit soup I saw a picture of? I'll eat that. I'm hungry. I can't get anything.
It was filling.
I bet.
You wanted me to talk to Joy and see what she could do for you?
Yeah.
Because she could do any number of things.
All right, ask her what she's got in mind.
All right.
Please, I'm
Because she
begging
used
you.
to fix some food
Ask if
for
she
you.
could do a healthy kind of drink.
Oh, she can
smoothie.
definitely do that.
I don't want to be shitting my brains out, though, all day. With that drink of yours, I see what goes on.
If I fixed you up, boy, you wouldn't be
Yeah.
holding on to railings as you walk.
You think? I'd get my balance back.
Turkey chili.
Man, look at that thing. It looks like that's a big pot of chili.
No, there's just some bread in there.
All right, well, I was able to get something. Now they had that ready?
For you.
For me. King of all media?
They're good guys over there. Oh, they brought the wrap too? I'll give you a wrap too. In case you want that too.
I would give that wrap. Hey, whoa! Don't give that wrap with you. Try the turkey chili.
There's a reason you're the producer. I feel bad I threw you out of my
You might
apartment.
take one bite and go.
I bet you were thrilled I threw you out of the apartment, right? It was enough already.
I was getting a little hot.
I didn't know you were that hot.
Romano.
There seems to finally be some resolution with today's lunch.
No, there's resolution for a day.
Well, he seemed to really like the turkey chili.
He liked the turkey chili. Tomorrow maybe he hates the turkey chili. Maybe he wants a sandwich. Maybe he wants a salad.
Right, thank you.
The man wants some variety, which I completely understand. You don't want to eat the same thing every day, So this happens periodically. I deal with this. We try and get him a new menu. He gets tired of the menu. We go somewhere else. It's 8:30 in the morning. It's what, 8:20 right now. People don't make breakfast or lunch at this hour, so it's just difficult. It's just tough because
Well, he's a picky eater.
He's a picky eater, and somehow I've become responsible for what he eats.
I don't know how that works. Which
I don't mind because it is important to him. It is very important, probably more important than any of the stupid things I do around here. But is that why I went to Syracuse University? Is to become a lunch guy?
No, but when you've been given an opportunity such as working for the show, you do what the boss asks you to do.
Absolutely.
Sometimes that involves interviewing high-profile guests, and sometimes that involves being a lunch runner. I mean,
and sadly enough, being the lunch runner is way more important to Howard than any dumb pre-interview I do. It's the truth.
Hey, you got to keep the boss happy by any means necessary.
Anything for my boss.
Now, are you hoping that a listener or a restaurateur that's a fan will come through in the clutch and offer some sort of gourmet meal?
At least send us a menu, please. And it's not for Howard.
Okay.
But do they
It's for
have
somebody else up here.
check your DVR to see what you're taking?
So Yeah, that's my next step. We're going to have to taste all the food to make sure it doesn't kill them. You know, like the kings in England used to have the food tester to make sure they wouldn't die, they weren't poisoned. So that's my next step.
But a temporary solution for now. You can get by on the turkey chili for a few days.
Turkey chili probably bought me another week. As long as it stays cold and shitty outside, I think turkey chili is a good hearty meal. So beyond that, I don't know.
Godspeed, merman.
Thank you.
You're in Howard's apartment yesterday. You're having a meeting.
Yes, I was.
Do you have any idea that this little throat clearing or this little?
Yeah, no, I totally had an idea because I was, coughing and I kept drinking water, and he goes, "Are you okay, man?" I'm like, "Yeah, I just got something caught in my throat."
But did you know he was going to bring it up again today?
Yeah, I had a pretty good idea he would. I could tell once he brought it up in the meeting. I had a feeling he'd bring it up today. There's no guest today.
Right. So any little thing that might have happened.
He might have noticed that I trimmed my left pinky nail in an odd sort of octagonal shape.
But he's ripped on, the phlegmy sound in your voice before, especially when you were a smoker.
That was a long time ago.
But he did say he would make mentions of that you're constantly clearing your throat and.
Yeah, listen, I'm not going to deny I have some issues from time to time. I think a lot of them are created by nerves being around him.
Mm-hmm.
I find that I don't have those issues except when I'm in there with him in the morning, and I start thinking about it when I'm in the car and all that other stuff. But I have been sick. Yesterday, that just wasn't what it was.
And he's someone who's extremely paranoid about being around, any type of sickness.
Yeah,
like the other day, you were wearing a mask.
Right.
And so that just all contributes to one big, perfect storm of blame against you, I guess.
Well, that's his problem, not mine. I don't blame him for anything.
But going the other way, it sort of fulfills itself because then it becomes more psychosomatic for you. Like you're going to be constantly thinking about it and therefore clearing your throat more, and the whole thing just becomes.
So
a big
in other
cycle.
words, you say basically Howard's making himself sick by focusing on me, making me crazy, and then giving it back to him.
Exactly.
He's nuts. Steven Tyler's guy said, "Hey, Steve was great. Steve's on Twitter now. Could you mention his Twitter address?"
I got to get on Twitter. I want to follow people.
You should.
I like set up an account for you. Yeah, but I want to be. Don't I want my name?
It might be taken.
How do you think I should do it?
Should go on his he says, look at his. I am Stephen T or something like that. Should go and see if Howard Stern's taken. I'm going to bet the farm
But
it
I
is.
guarantee I could call them or have Jeff call them.
I actually have emailed the guy, the owner, several times. I emailed him and he's taken care of. He took a guy down that was a fake me and he took down a guy. Somebody that was a
He's
fake.
probably interested in having the real
man.
people. Like, how come Steve Martin has Steve Martin?
He doesn't. Steve Martin to go.
Yeah.
You know what?
Because Steve Martin's a comedy.
Yeah, they probably don't do it if the person's legitimately, because that would be kind of
right.
A lot of people.
I think I saw that yours might have even said it's being held for you. I think
Really? I think Howard K. Stern has.
Yeah, right. So, would you check into it, Jason?
Yeah.
Or I know Jeff could do it, maybe.
Well, check and see if Howard Stern's taken.
Because I would like to. But will that mean people somehow can bother me?
Yes.
But I'm not going to Twitter. I just want to follow people.
Right.
but if you just want to follow, you should use a fake name then you wouldn't.
Right. Right, if you just want to follow,
Yeah, if you
just
just
go
want
on.
to follow,
Go on as your.
But what if I want to Twitter something? What if I get inspired?
Then get the name. Why don't you start with the fake name and then see if the real name, and you can hold that too.
And who do you follow on that?
I follow a bunch of people, but
like Steve Martin, I would follow.
Steve Martin, I follow a bunch of sports guys.
Yeah, news.
You know who's worth following? Brie Olson.
20 seconds, Howard.
Yeah, she's good.
Oh my God, it's absurd the stuff she writes on there. I need to be fucked.
I would follow.
Roger Ebert's a great one.
Ebert's a good one.
Ebert?
He's great.
Yeah. There's a couple of comedians that I follow.
Roper's a good one, actually.
You follow Robin. That's
no, you
fucking
don't.
funny.
She's a horrible Twitter.
No, but it's good material for the show.
This is a good topic. All right, so
I'll make a list for you, and I'll check out the names.
It says yours has been suspended, so someone probably did it. You as fake, and now they're probably just locked it up.
Once it's suspended, you can never get it back.
They probably could for
let me get my
Howard.
name.
Hillary Schuff works with Twitter. Like she's, she has direct contact there, so I'll talk to her about it.
All right, and then I would follow someone.
Okay. I'll put a list together for you.
And someone will follow you.
Now with my new Android phone, I get updates on everything, so I'm going to get a Twitter account.
Oh, good.
So-
People have been asking me, get Howard on Twitter.
I'm going to get on Twitter. Jason's going to sign me up today, and then but I'm only going to follow people at first.
Oh, that's so silly.
Yeah. So I said, who should I follow? First of all, I got this letter from Steven Tyler's people saying, thank you for having Steven on the other day. It was a lot of fun. Can you let everyone know that Steven has started tweeting? This is what got me thinking. His name is, I guess he doesn't own his own name. I am Stephen T. His account is I am Stephen T.
Okay. I'm going to follow him.
Yeah, and I said to myself, I'd like to see what Steven Tyler has to say. He's a very witty gentleman.
And is he Steven with a V or a PH?
V. And so I was like, and plus with my phone, I have a widget that I just get notified whenever somebody
mentions you?
Or not mentions me, but tweets.
Oh,
You
okay.
know. So I said, I heard Steve Martin's a real good tweeter. I would follow
Yeah.
him and Steven Tyler. And then I said to the guys, who else am I going to follow?
Well, Joan Rivers, Lisa Lampanelli.
One of the guys said Roger Ebert is the best tweeter.
He is amazing. He's always on there, and he's got good information, yeah.
So I'm gonna get in on that and see what's happening.
If you want the inane, Paris Hilton.
Does she have a tweet?
Yeah.
But does she write it, or does some idiot write it for her?
Sometimes I think it's her, because it's like, I'm going to go to sleep now. Naps are so much fun. Naps are great.
They are great. She's right. I need to read that. I've been feeling bad about napping. No kidding, yeah. She says naps are great, huh?
Yeah. That's one of the things I read.
Right.
Yoko Ono, I love to follow because she's always sort of announcing something or saying, one of her crazy love things.
And how do you know who to follow? Is there a list of everyone that you can pick from?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I might follow that because I like on my phone that it pops up. Yeah, I'm digging my phone. Very involved with it.
Really?
Yeah, very involved with this phone. Don't ask. A day and night with the phone. It's my whole new life.
You don't get frustrated every time you try one of these new things.
Yeah, this is a lot to handle. I mean, the camera now is frustrating me and the way it interacts with the email, but nevertheless, I'm involved with it constantly.
Because I started trying some of these new apps, and then I get them, and I'm like, I don't know how to use it.
Right.
I downloaded it, now I don't know how to use it.
What do you want, JD?
I had someone you can follow on Twitter.
Who?
There's someone that...
Well, everyone... I go, hey, maybe I'll follow Robin. And a couple of guys who will remain nameless said, Robin's the worst tweeter.
I don't care what you say.
I go, well, I'm going to follow. They go, what does she tweet about, I asked. Her vegetables. I said, oh, okay, I get it.
I tweet about my cats. I tweet about a lot of different things.
I'll
I was
follow
tweeting
you.
about tennis the other day. I was tweeting about football.
Is it nonsense or you got something good to say?
No, sometimes it depends. But lots of people were following the progress of my cat. So I was, tweeting about Leroy Brown and...
All right, I'll follow you.
Yeah.
I'm going to follow you.
Put pictures on there of them.
But I will delete you if you disappoint me.
Go ahead.
Unfollow.
I will unfollow.
Did you stop following me, JD?
No, I haven't. You don't even follow me. So
I don't?
No, you don't.
See, I would follow JD.
I
want
to follow JD. I see some of your tweets
I'm
sometimes.
pretty witty on there.
I saw Social Network. It was okay.
JD is...
I saw King's Speech. It was all right.
Oh, do you follow him?
No.
Yeah. Do you
but
have
I
Twitter?
imagine that's what it sounds like.
Do you have it, Fred?
No, I don't.
No.
Why
I probably
aren't
should,
you
I
on
probably should
Twitter?
get into it.
You know what, Fred? You should have a Twitter account because
yes,
everyone wants to hear what you're thinking.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I think you should.
Everyone would be locked in with bated breath or finger.
Well,
there's a guy.
I would follow JD because I've read him on Facebook, and
Is he
actually,
good?
he's way more articulate when he writes than when he
He
speaks.
might be one of those kind of guys that's better literally.
Like he turned me on to Big Mama's House 3, the trailer, and I loved it.
And John Hines said that he turned him on to a really good movie the other day, which I don't know what the name of it was.
Maybe Shattered Glass.
That's it.
I like Shattered Glass.
Shattered Glass is good.
He turned me on to a great movie. I only watched the trailer, and I know it's going to be great. It's called I Think We're Alone Now. It's a documentary about Tiffany's stalkers.
I have a documentary.
Lord.
I know I'm alone now. It's my life.
Yeah, anything with Alone, JD watches because he can relate to it.
Home Alone, Home Alone 2, Home Alone 3, Home Alone 3D.
Gary, does your Twitter account get hacked every week?
It got hacked a couple of times, but I think I got it fixed.
How do they do that?
I think I figured it out. I have when you want to put up a picture, it's not so easy. So there's a thing called TwitPic.
Yeah.
And I think they were hacking through that, so I just shut that down. I think I'm fine now.
Oh.
But it kept putting up this stupid diet. It said, hey, guess what? I lost 8 pounds in 7 days, and you can too. And then I had a website, and I kept saying it's not me. And then people were complaining that they were getting ripped off. People, were being goofy.
There's a couple people you can follow that you might like. There's one called Sexy Candids.
Hey, someone told me Brie Olson's good to follow.
Yeah, well, she just posts like dirty shit like
You know, I want a guy to just come inside me and use me like a whore.
I don't want that. I don't want
No,
that.
you know the people that Kanye West, a lot of people like to follow because he says ridiculous things. Who is the other one that everybody? 50 Cent. Sometimes you see him getting, like he'll be talking to girls, asking them to do certain things, and you see him commenting on what the girls are doing for him.
Wow. See, I don't care about that.
I find him interesting.
See here, Gary gave me a list. Like Bill Maher, I would follow. I like him.
Yeah, I'm not following Bill Maher yet. I would do that.
Conan O'Brien, I'd follow.
I follow him.
Is he good?
Yeah.
Tracy Morgan, I'd follow.
Definitely. I don't follow Tracy.
Does he even tweet?
It says here he does. See, Joan Rivers, Steve Martin, Gilbert Gottfried, I'd follow.
Joan Rivers is funny. She was always saying funny stuff.
Gary Shanley, but it says here he never twitters. So then what's the point of following him?
Exactly. That's why I don't follow Tracy Morgan. I don't think he twitters that much.
Really?
Roger Ebert, everyone said is the best.
Yeah.
John Stamos twitters?
He's on there.
He don't Twitter the truth, though. What's going on for real?
Right. He doesn't tell you what's really going on.
He's trolling. Yeah. John Favreau, I'd follow him.
I think I follow him.
Let's see here. People from work. Gary Dell'Abate. Ralph, evidently.
Is he on? I didn't know that.
With that Geek Time stuff.
John Hine, I think, is on.
Steve Brandano.
Lisa Jisms. Oh, that's Lisa.
Lisa
G is. Oh, Lisa. Oh, I thought it was Lisa Jisms.
That's a good name.
Page 2. So Benjy, either yesterday or the day before yesterday, first of all, everyone thinks he took an Ambien and then was walking around being weird. So
which would be like the second time.
Bumping into walls and everything. But in Blue, he went and asked. This is cut down from 5 minutes. He asked Lisa G out on a date, and she sort of agreed in a weird way.
But Lise,
He wanted to Skype with me. That's how it started.
Listen, I don't know what you kids call it these days, but get a couple drinks in her first. I'm not gonna, if it's not what you want, it's fine. But I would love to take you out on a date, if you'd like to come on a date, a real date. And if it's not going well, you can bail at any time.
No, I would never do that. Oh, you mean like have my girlfriend call me on the phone, go, I gotta go, there's a cat emergency?
Let's start with a short 15-minute, 20-minute.
You got it, whey protein.
And then if you want to hang out more, we'll hang out more.
He doesn't.
He's high. He made it remember he did it. He did banged it.
I think I'm married.
Hey, did you take an Ambien at work yesterday, Benjy? Because everyone said you were high as a fucking kite. What was that? What was that about? Why are you doing that?
I don't
Is that for
usually do
attention?
that. Yeah.
Is that what happened? Because everyone said you were wrecked.
I was just trying to get attention.
Oh. Yeah, he was like walking into he takes Ambien here and he goes, I want it to kick in by the time I get home, and it's like it's a shtick now. He was walking around all high, and then he asked Lisa G out on a date for real.
For real? What do you mean?
Yeah, I got it on tape if you want to hear it. Were you for real on this?
I was for real, but I was also having fun. So it's sort of a combination, I guess. But Lise,
And what's this Lise? Like Rob and Lise? Is
It's
that your
cool.
move?
Yeah.
It's cool. It sounds so fucked up. I can't even
It's
tell
Lise.
you. Like when he goes, Rob.
I like saying Rob.
No, yeah, good.
Try, say
Well,
it.
Robin doesn't like it. No, fuck
oh,
off.
look, you would like it. Rob.
You're an asshole.
Try it.
Rob.
You're doing it.
I'm doing it like Rob.
It's nice. It's a fun way to feel.
Lise. Her name's Lisa. What is it?
He's a weirdo, dude. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
He is a friggin' weirdo.
What'd he do?
That girl yesterday when she was here.
Yeah.
So when we went
Casey?
Yeah. When you went to commercial break, he came out in the hallway and he was just standing there like he does this a lot too. He'll just stare at people.
Yeah.
He'll stare at
He does that to me.
He'll stare at
We
the
had a
guest.
staff meeting yesterday. He starts staring at me like I'm a woman.
Well, then he was high, right?
But yesterday it was like really weird because he was like just standing there in the corner and he was just staring at this girl like she was like from outer space.
Well, I've seen him do that before. Anytime he thinks one of the guests is hot and he might be able to get him,
Yeah, he
goes out there when they're doing that post-interview and tries to get into the interview somehow to get a chance to talk to them personally.
I'm like Brachu. Yeah, but usually he'll start talking to them.
Uh-huh.
Yesterday he wasn't talking. He was just standing there
Yeah, because
like
he
a
thinks
statue.
because he thinks he's hot, and like the girls are going to go for him.
It was so funny, man.
Yeah, well, here he is with Lisa G on his Ambien. When did you take the Ambien? Because I saw you in a staff meeting. You were fine.
It was about an hour after that.
Oh, okay. What do you do here all day?
Yesterday, I was just at the staff meeting. I had to. I just sent in some quick things for Gary coming up.
Why were you staring at me during the staff meeting? It was weird. Remember I looked over you and I said, can you stop? Remember, I was just kind of like, okay, man. You were like gazing at me.
Really?
Yeah, it was creepy.
Like boring
you
a
did that?
hole into you with his
maybe-
eyes?
You know what? That might have been when we had that bad chair that fell back.
Yeah.
That might have been when I fell back on the chair. Maybe
No.
Maybe,
And I
I don't know.
had chair lash.
I mean, I like looking at you, but I don't think I stare at you.
You usually leave right after the wrap-up show. Why did you stay around all day?
Yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh, I had to talk to Tim and I had to do some stuff here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that was another thing, because he was waiting for Tim. So every time, like, he'd go, is Howard's meeting over? Is Tim out yet? And then he'd go to Gary's office looking for Gary. Is Gary in there? No, I see Gary's in the green room. He's in a meeting with somebody. Oh, okay. And then he starts wandering around.
Yeah, there's nothing
and
to
then he
do.
comes, he goes, is Howard in the studio? I go, no, Howard's in the bathroom in the studio. He goes, oh. And then
Because I thought I had to go back in the studio, and I thought you might be having a meting, and I didn't want to interrupt.
Yeah, all right. Anyway, here he is
That's
doing.
really weird.
You're weird, man.
Here he is with Lisa G.
I love you, Benji, man. You're weird.
High as a kite.
But Lise,
He wanted to Skype at me. That's how it started.
Listen, I don't know what you
wanna
kids
know.
call it these days,
That's
but
truly-
get a couple drinks in her first.
I'm not gonna, if it's not what you want, it's fine. But I would love to take you out on a date if you'd like to come on a date, a real date. And if it's not going well, you can bail at any time.
Ew, I would never do that. Oh, you mean like have my girlfriend call me on the phone, go, oh, I gotta go, there's a cat
We can
emergency?
even start with a short 15-minute, 20-minute meet for drinks, and then if you want to hang out more, we'll hang out more.
He doesn't look high to you right now?
No, he doesn't.
Oh, come on.
He looks like a guy who's asking to check out.
Yeah, hi.
Lise,
You're on Ambien, you're on something. I know you are. I know you. What did you take?
you're avoiding.
You are avoiding, Lisa. Here's the
said-
question on the table. Will you go out for drinks and possibly dinner with Benji, is what he's asking.
As a date.
As a date.
I will go out with Benji if there are other people around. No,
Now I want to do a real date.
Why wouldn't you do it alone?
because I like Benji as a friend and a coworker,
Right.
and I think he would be better with someone younger.
I really would like to take you on a date. Seriously. We have a nice connection.
We do.
What about trying the group date first and then
Possibly
seeing
leads
if
to-
it leads to a real date?
I would do that if that was the intention.
Okay. What, can we agree that you guys put together a group date, and if that goes well, you'll give them a one-on-one date?
Yeah.
All right.
And you'll treat it seriously?
Yeah, sure.
And you'll treat it seriously?
Yes.
Okay.
I think Lisa was being very diplomatic. It's her way of saying Benji is fat and ugly, and I don't want to go out with him.
Oh, what's funny, she says he'd be better off with somebody younger. I don't think there's that much age difference between Benji.
That's the weird thing.
You don't think so?
No. Hey, Lisa, who's doing the news thing
It
here?
might be Steve today. I'm
All
not
right.
sure. Oh, it's
Oh,
Lisa.
it's Lisa.
Lisa Glassberg
Would you ever look at him seriously in a romance, do you think?
No.
No.
We're so opposite.
Right.
But if he got you alone, see, this is what he does.
Right.
He wears women down.
That's
No
my
kidding.
secret. That's my secret.
I may be fat, but there's a thin man inside.
I get them alone and talk to them. That's my secret.
Yeah, well, that's a good secret.
Don't
Keep it to
scream or I'll
yourself.
stab you.
Right.
I'm on time. He's late. I love to be organized. He's a mess.
But you're not physically attracted to him, I think. I mean, bottom line, I think you can put up with a lot if you're physically attracted to a guy.
But has anybody ever been physically attracted
Yeah.
to Benji?
Yeah, I mean, he gets girls.
Yeah, but that's
Sarah.
what I'm saying. He
Right.
wears them down. He stays
Right.
around until they can't avoid him.
I don't know what his secret is, but he does get women.
Ask Gary the note he got the other day.
What?
From who?
You know what? There was a couple came to the wrap-up show, and the girl was really cute.
Yeah.
And the guy sent me a note afterwards. He's like, thanks for having us. By the way, he goes, I never understood Benji, but my girlfriend thought he was really, really cute.
Yeah, notice it's his girlfriend who doesn't have to go out with Benji. You know.
The girl from last year's Christmas party,
Yeah.
she said that Benji kept coming around and hanging around
And wouldn't leave
until
her alone.
she finally slept with him.
What are you talking about?
Is that your plan with Lisa, just to keep nudging her?
No, I was just fucking around. I was having fun, and I thought we were all having fun.
But you're attracted to her. I mean, you'd like
Do
to
I
go out
find
with her.
her attractive?
Yeah.
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 And you were sort of serious if she would go for it.
I sort of serious, but also a show thing. Do I think we'd
You guys could be fuck buddies.
Yeah, I'd be a fuck buddy with Lisa if she wants to be.
Right.
See, I have half hour to kill.
Lisa, if you have real deep needs for a man, then he can fill them for you.
No strings attached. He's your Ashton Kutcher.
We can do it once a week, too. Start with that and see how it works.
Right, thank you.
Why don't you start this way? You have sex, see how it goes, and then you'll make more.
Won't even commit
Why
to
don't
once
you
a
do
week.
it instead? I'm busy.
I'm available at noon.
Start without
today.
But Robin, that girl didn't say that.
What?
You said
yes, she did.
Yeah, she told us that on the show. She said that you just kept hanging around, and she finally just had sex with you.
You came to her house and wouldn't leave.
Oh, okay. You're talking about a year ago. I thought you said the last Christmas.
No, I meant last year.
No, that was a different victim.
So, Lisa.
Yes.
When Benjy attempted to sort of ask you out yesterday, you believe he was intoxicated or on some sort of he was medicated in some sort of way?
Yeah, definitely.
What gave that away physically? Were his pupils dilated? Were
His eyes were half shut. He was stumbling. He was mumbling. Yeah.
You don't think it was part of...
Steve. Steve was here. He saw the whole thing.
Steve, he seems sedated, to say the least.
I don't know. I couldn't tell whether it was just an extreme case of shtikoma, but it was very entertaining.
And that lessened how sincerely you welcomed his advances, Lisa.
Yeah.
Because you thought
who
he thought
could
he was
take him seriously?
You thought he was doped up.
You know, it gets you thinking, like, how do these girls say yes to him and then sleep with him? Like, what is he doing?
Is Robin right that he wears you down? Is he wearing you down right now?
No, he's not wearing me down. He's becoming a pest.
But like I was saying to you earlier, you could just, if you really truly didn't want, anything to do with Benjy, you could just cut him off.
But he's nice and he's a co-worker. I'm not going to say, get out of my face, you asshole. I'm not going to say that.
He's harmless.
Yeah.
Cute in a way, I feel like you feel.
He's nice, he's smart. There's so many good qualities about him, but then he's got those real irritating ones, and then you don't see the nice qualities. So, yeah, that was happening yesterday. He wouldn't leave.
Now, let's say you guys actually make this group date happen.
Yeah.
Somewhere down the road. And things go well. You see the charming side of Benjy is out. He's cute, he's funny, he's whimsical. Any chance of a follow-up one-on-one?
I don't think so, because I can just imagine going back to his apartment and it's a mess. It's like hoarders. That I'd throw up. That would make me sick. I wouldn't even be able to get naked. I don't know how women get naked for him in a place that's, if he lives in a pigsty, ew.
So, are you saying that if he cleaned up his apartment, you'd...
Oh, he'd have to start being on time, clean up his apartment. I'd have to change him. Who has time for that? We're so opposite.
But there's that little crack of the window is open.
Whose crack?
Well.
Yeah, the crack of his ass.
No, it just seems like there's that little window. The window of hope is slightly open. You're not giving him a no. You're saying there's a chance.
I didn't say there's a chance. I said I'd go out on a group thing together.
Maybe Benjy cleans up his act. He becomes a little more responsible. Holds on to some of those charming qualities at the same time.
And you think that's going to happen? He was voted almost the most crazy, right?
I don't know.
Oh,
I see a change from Lisa G to Lisa B in the near future. Benj, was there any chance that you were a little bit medicated yesterday with Lisa? Lisa and Langford both tend to think that you were.
I said I was.
For real though, you were on Ambien?
No, I took one Ambien. I was gonna go home and go to sleep. You all right?
So that's the there was no.
Huh?
But as far so let me get to my next.
I'll take
question.
a blood test.
So
I'll be happy to take a blood test.
Benjy, as far as a relationship between you and Lisa G, were you serious? Are you serious with your advances, or is it?
I gotta go back.
Okay, I'll get you afterwards.
I was fucking around, but I was having fun with it. Do you know what I mean? I was being a little flirty, but I was more joking around than being serious.
Are you gonna keep joking with her like this, or do you really ultimately want to get in her pants?
Yeah, I would love to fuck her, but that has nothing to do with this. I I mean, but it's not. Listen, she's a cute girl, but she's not that special. I want to fuck her. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's a lot of cute girls I want to fuck.
She's not at the top of your to-do list.
No. Of the girls that you guys know that work on the show, maybe she's in the top 3 or so.
Well, in a male-dominated staff.
Yeah. Now she's cute. She has a nice body, but no, I don't want to dwell on that too much.
Are you going to keep pressing like Robin says you tend to do, or that you wear down women with your advances?
I think I'll try to rub against her in the hallway and stuff. You know, try to walk by her.
See if friction leads to
Yeah.
something more?
Yeah.